had left off. Our wonderful little party of adventurers had unfortunately made their way into the Tripoint, where they came into some fortunate circumstances about finding a somewhat secret tunnel, of which had been previously collapsed somewhat. They had made their way through it and emerged on the other side to a massive blood-red lake and a view of the Tripoint Castle. 3 large spires rising into the skies, and a large orb that seemed to be made completely of blood floating between the 3 spires. Unfortunately, it seemed that as they were resting before venturing forth, something spotted them near the end of their rest. And a sound was echoed about the area. Several enemies nearby were alerted to their presence, and they engaged in combat, of which they managed to successfully defeat said enemies. However, as now you guys all glance around, your bodies bloodied, your spirits exhausted, some of you literally, you realize that there are sounds of movement, much more activity than previously, when you had wandered through the edges of the Tripoint, or on the other side of the mountains, you had realized that, other than the sound of creaking trees and moving animals every once in a while, there wasn't too much else. But now, all of a sudden, you hear movement, you hear chanting, you hear shouting, screaming, sounds of almost blasphemous dead echoing all around you. The water itself, when you had first seen it completely still, now almost bubbling and moving in waves, kind of frothing back and forth. Invisible shapes kind of bulging out of the water itself, while in the trees, everything seems to be shifting. The fog dispersed all around you, seemingly to hide eyes in nearly every corner. I need all of you to begin a skill check. The skill check here will be you guys attempting to hide, or at the very least, distract yourself from, or distract the enemies from encountering you. So,
I have also commanded Fire Elemental to cause whatever kind of big distraction he can.
Yeah.
So as to help us.
Yep. And
Uh,
for that, we'll actually count that as one success.
Oh, cool.
But for this, it is difficult. It is very difficult. You require 6 successes. And you can acquire 3 failures.
Oh,
You have 1 success already. Attributed to your fire.
we need 5. So we need 5.
Okay, can I cast enhance ability on myself for Cat's Grace?
Sure. You cast enhance ability on yourself, and in that brief moment, you feel this power surge through you, and you feel lighter and more dexterous. What are you going to do with it?
If it died. Okay. So, you need to hide. Actually, can I use perception to look for places to hide, because we're kind of in the open right now?
You certainly can. Give me a perception check. You know what? For this, I will give you guys the DCs to make it... This guy rolled before I gave him the DC.
Oh.
It's fine. You succeeded with your first one. As you glance about, you realize there's only a few places that would actually be easy to hide in. One, it would be the tunnel that you guys had just come from and had emerged from and out into the actual areas itself, which it's not too far from where you are, about 20 feet away. There's the water that if all of you could... there's the fact that if all of you could breathe underwater, you could probably try and hide in the water. The trees themselves, unfortunately, don't seem to offer very much cover. You could also go for high ground. The edges of the mountain kind of slope up here, and if you guys manage to succeed on a few athletics check, you might be able to get into a place where they would not be able to see you, or they wouldn't be able to reach you directly. So that is 1 success. You guys have 2 successes. Requires 6 with 3 failures.
Cool.
Alright, guys, where are we going? Back in the cave? Or we can hide up there and catch our breath?
I think we need to leave.
I, for once, agree.
so back in the cave for now.
Okay.
All right.
Get back in the cave, but so they don't find us, let's be a bit careful.
Yeah.
Can we do something survivable to hide our tracks?
I mean, could I
I will need
roll?
someone else to roll one before you can
Yeah.
make another one.
Right.
Could I roll stealth to help cover everyone's tracks and shit, or at least, you know, step before everyone so they're stepping in correct places and things, something like that.
Sure. Varus, give me a stealth check. Your DC is 17.
Oh boy. Okay, cool.
Oh,
No, that's
That is unfortunately a
30.
failure.
Why did it have to be a 6?
Oh,
I got a
man.
+9. Why did it have to be a 6? Love 6s.
As you kind of approach the actual cave itself, the rest of you all begin to gather up, and unfortunately, there's a bit of a sense of panic in almost every single person, including yourself. As you make your way forward, you're shuffling, you're changing your pace. You're not used to not having time, to not having this focus, as you get one failure. And the fog almost seems to close in tightly around you guys.
Whoever goes next, should I be able to use my bonus action, help action to assist them in whatever they're doing
Yes,
at the
you
very
certainly
least?
can.
Cool. Yeah, whoever goes next
I
will
do.
get advantage.
If we're trying to sneak off to the back to the cave that we came from, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, while we're kind of all collectively moving in that direction, I will quickly consult my blade to use my borrow knowledge spell to give myself proficiency in survival checks.
Okay.
And I'm basically going to fall behind the party and just call on the proficiency of like a previous blade wielder who is like an actual proper hunter, and just try and cover our tracks.
Okay. Give me a survival check. Your DC is 14.
With advantage.
You do have advantage.
And I'll throw this out here just so we know. Interesting. I didn't know how to do it. There you go. So there's a spell, and then at advantage, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man.
You meet the DC. As all of you kind of begin to gather together, you see Artemis's eyes flash very briefly. He kind of holds his head in that moment. There's flashes of images of a tracker before you, of someone who was well versed in the woods, who knew exactly what to do, who was an incredibly experienced hunter. And their knowledge floods into your mind. In that brief moment, you begin to kind of scatter leaves, scatter dead brush and things, just kind of covering up all these various different things. The blood that some of you are, kind of shedding, you scatter to the winds and try and move it in different ways. It's unpredictable, or it's very difficult to follow your actual tracks themselves. You have 3 successes. You have 1 failure. You still need 3 more successes. As now you have made your way to the entrance of the actual tunnel itself.
Jake.
Mm-hmm.
The annoying part is I have fucking exhaustion.
Yep.
Ooh.
You and Lyra
same
both.
here.
Yeah. Yep, Andrew, I could have used that. I could have used that advantage.
Well, I didn't know when you were going.
That's okay.
To be fair, it's a bonus action. I imagine Jake's not gonna let me do it for every person, but
Nope. Only when
it
you
is a
act.
bonus action. Okay.
The only
Gotcha.
thing I can really, because with skill checks, only one person can do one skill thing. Yeah.
You can only succeed on one type of skill check. So
Oh, in that case, I'll make this easier on everyone. I'm going to cast invisibility on myself and go with stealth, so I can keep myself out of the way, so I'm not disrupting anyone else's attempts. Because Darcy is well aware that in this group he is the weak link.
all right. Then as you go invisible, your DC, I need you to give me an advantage stealth check. Your DC is 17.
Normal.
Or yes, it would be normal. The DC is 17.
Wow.
Nicely done. The rest of you watch as Darcy just kind of vanishes completely. You still hear him kind of moving beside you as he whispers every once in a while to try and guide you guys without being in the way. He does so very successfully, and you guys now make your way into the actual tunnels themselves. Not a trace to be seen of your actual footsteps behind. You guys have 4 successes. You need 2 more. As you do begin to hear what sounds like howling of a werewolf,
Okay.
of a wolf, you're not entirely sure. And it sounds close. Probably less than 100 or 100 feet.
Can someone help me lift the stone up? The stone we used to block the cave?
We've still got a ways
We
to go
didn't.
before we hit that.
That's on the other side.
Well, did we block it?
You guys never
No, like
blocked it.
no, not the thing like the one we found and we like pushed over.
Yeah, no, we're not there yet.
I thought we were in the cave.
We are in the cave. However,
That's
we
on the other
walked
end.
away.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's on the other end of the cave.
Yeah, where we are now is like before the
You're a
cave.
few kilometers deep into the mountains.
Okay.
Yes. So what happened
I
was
thought
that
you
you guys
meant-
you guys made your way into the actual cave itself. You blocked the entrance behind you. You dug out the area and then you walked like a few kilometers to get to this
Yeah.
side.
I
I don't think we ever lifted the stone back up to block off the entrance.
No, we didn't.
Then that
I'm
stone is
going.
still there.
Once we get inside the cave,
Mhm.
would it be possible? I don't know, like what. I don't know what kind of check this would be. But could I possibly, as like we're all kind of making our way through here one at a time, as people pass me, use prestidigitation, since it sounded like a wolf was possibly tracking us, to basically change our scent to something more along the lines of like this environment, like almost like cave stuff, so it doesn't seem too out of the ordinary for us being here.
You certainly can. This is an Arcana check. The DC is 13.
Okay. The good thing that Artemis is like so big brained when it comes to these kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Arcana.
That's good.
Oh,
That's
baby.
good. You guys have
Oh.
5 successes and 1 failure so far. As you kind of begin to cast prestidigitation, you can hear and feel, you can feel and smell the actual scent of all of you begin to fade into the dull stone, kind of slightly damp area all around you. Glancing out, then very quickly, even through the fog, you see the fire elemental wreaking havoc, just striking through a series of trees and seemingly currently now engaged in combat with something. I need 1 more check. I need 1 more success. And it has to be someone who is not Artemis or Vaerun.
Well, I preferred it not to be me because, I get exhausted.
Would it? I'm gonna make a. We haven't made it through the tunnel yet, right?
Nope, you guys are just near, you're still near the beginning of it, probably like 30 feet deep.
Uh-huh. Would it? We've already succeeded on survival, perception, stealth, and arcana,
Yes.
and 1 from the fire element.
Mm-hmm. That one's just random. It counts as an...
Yeah. Would it be possible? This is gonna sound stupid, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Would it be possible to, after everyone has already passed by and such, to kind of do not some, I want to say some acrobatics checks, but more of a like, what? Just they've all run in. We've left tracks, obviously, a little bit at the very least. For Varus to run back out and then just kind of like, not hop on trees, but kind of hop up, kind of stick to trees, to make it look like other people have run back out towards the direction of the lake, and then seemingly like acrobatics his way back in and just kind of stick to the wall.
That would not be
meet
acrobatics.
up with
That would be
everyone else.
deception.
Oh, never mind that.
With Dex as your skill.
Oh, so it'd just be a +5.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It's up to you.
What would the DC be for that?
The DC would be 15.
So I'd have to roll a 10.
Yep.
50-50, eh?
50-50, yeah. Fuck it, why not?
What's the most you've ever lost on a coin toss?
Why not? Let's try it.
Give me a deception check using your dexterity modifier.
I apologize in advance if this goes wrong, everybody.
50-50.
Good luck, whoever's doing the last one. If it's not me. Ability check. That's fucking not good enough. I should just stop doing it. Can't roll above a 10. Why do I try?
That is unfortunate. As you kind of dart out and start running around, all of a sudden you realize there's a needle blight that's kind of right beside you. It spots you, and right as it's about to shout, it makes a small sound, and it does make an attack at you. So let's see if it hits. Hold up. I need to find a needle blight sheet.
Needle blight or twig blight?
Nope, needle blight.
Oh.
Where's my needle blight sheet? What the fuck?
If he rolls on that one and then rolls another one and ends up shooting himself, we just ought to succeed because no one saw you.
I apparently can't open any character sheets for some reason. Hello? What is going on? What the fuck?
Click,
oh,
guys,
there we go.
Now's
There
our
we go.
chance.
No.
Rise up against the DM.
Features, needles. Does that hit you?
No.
It doesn't. But in that brief
Thankfully, because that would absolutely knock me unconscious if it did.
It shouts out in this weird, like, crackly, almost like branches snapping together. So it does make a sound. So you do fail one. But you very quickly manage to dispatch it with no issues before it manages to make any more
I
sounds.
refuse to do any more important skill checks for the remainder of the entire game.
There have been 2 failures and 5 successes.
Both of which were me.
Oh, one last chance, eh?
One last chance.
I'm gonna give my bonus action advantage to whoever fucking goes.
Okay. Whoever goes next has advantage. So, who's taking up the mantle of the last check?
Anybody want to collapse the tunnel again?
Think I have anything to collapse it with?
It would be difficult, and it would take you probably far too much time to actually attempt to collapse the tunnel.
Fair enough.
You could try.
That's been at the back of my mind since we started retreating. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, between the time that it would have taken him to run out there and attempt to distract or at least mislead them, would we have all collectively been able to make it back to that slab of rock?
No. It would.
No.
That would be far too much time. It would take you about at least an hour.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's
Okay.
basically
I thought it was
sprinting
a lot
there.
closer.
No.
Gotcha.
So, because that was on the other side of the mountains, and you guys are now on the interior of the mountains, that one was on the outside of the mountains.
I used my survival to help find foliage to cover the cave itself.
I believe a survival check was
survival.
already done.
Yeah. Artemis did what?
Oh, she did.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard finding skills you're good at to use.
Hey, everyone's got something.
Yeah, well, I failed my 2 big ones, so
That is unfortunate.
In this cave, is it like, or not even really the cave, just the area around it? Is it like all, I guess, even leveled, if that makes sense, or is like the inside?
No, the
Filled
area
with,
where you
like-
guys are starts to like slope harshly upwards because you're exiting the side of the mountains. There's a bunch of like rocks and different terrains all around you, so the entrance kind of does blend in a little bit, but not well.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, because like I know I probably can't roll since I've done 2 technically, but could someone potentially like, if we're in this like rocky area, maybe someone do like an athletics check to maybe shove some rocks in a downhill slope, either A towards the thing chasing us to slow it down, or in an opposite direction to maybe also try and mislead it.
Certainly, that would be an athletics check. The DC would be 14. Though you would not be the one doing it.
Oh, thank God, 'cause trust me, it's +1.
Is there anybody else that would like to attempt that?
I could, but
Vestelle could also attempt it, but
Come on, big boy strength.
it was originally going to be 7 successes that you guys needed, but Vestelle's not here, so.
Also, just as a small aside, we still have our heroic inspirations. Like nobody's fucking used them.
no,
right?
I used it last session.
Well, if we wanted to say that Vestelle and Lyra both did that, I know like advantage doesn't stack, but if both of them did that to push a rock or something, would that lower the DC slightly?
You know what? Sure.
Okay.
I can do that.
What did I say the original DC was? 14?
14, I think.
It
Yeah.
would be a 12.
Would that be normal, no disadvantage?
It would be normal, no disadvantage, because 1, you were receiving help from Vestelle, and 2, you were receiving assistance from Varus. Because Varus is also pushing.
Athletics check.
Mm-hmm. Athletics check. 24. That is a
Oh,
success.
baby.
You guys have gotten 6
How am
successes
I
and 2
the only one who failed? How am I the only one who failed?
Bro, you're dragging the team down with your dexterity. You gotta bring it up.
Yeah, right? Fucking on my good stat, too.
That is unfortunate, but thankfully, that means that is the end of the skill check, and you guys have succeeded. There will be no combat encounter, and you guys have successfully, at the very least for now, gotten away.
Survived.
As you guys enter the tunnel, you do see Vestelle at the back, kind of looking longingly on the other side, before shaking her head and continuing to follow you guys. All right.
I
Well,
hate
then that
rolling
was
things.
that was eventful.
Whew.
But as you guys slowly descend through the actual tunnels itself, the howling, the screaming, the sounds of activity on the other side fading ever so slightly, and you realize that for the most part, of the very least for now, you've avoided pursuit. Continuing through, eventually, after about a half hour, you guys make it to the other side and to the actual cave itself, where you find the area you guys had just left.
Well, do we want to wait here for a bit? Maybe let the chaos out there die down a bit and tend to our wounds, so to say.
Yeah, I think we should take a short rest, so you say, and catch our breath.
I don't think my body will give me any choice in the matter.
Yeah, you took quite some hits there. I saw some of you being tossed about by that thing.
So some of you guys got knocked on the floor and didn't come up for a second.
I felt like it was a child's toy.
Probably looked like one to that thing, given how big it was. No offense.
Well, I guess we know all this place is avoided by just about everyone.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, we did expect some trouble, but that's far more than we expected.
I mean, I expected that there would be something dark here, but I will admit that a giant man that also has the features of a bat, and then a tree that moves and does things that also spits out smaller trees to do its bidding. Those were not on my bingo card, so to say.
Well, the world's a wide place, and I feel like my horizons have been expanded, whether I like it or not.
Hey,
I feel like I need to retire.
at least we know part of what's in there, and you know what they say: knowledge is half the battle.
Right, the other part feels like it yourself beaten down every which way you look.
Hmm.
That comes with the territory.
Your territory's awful.
You get used to it after a while, though.
I'd rather not, quite frankly.
But glancing
Okay.
around, the cave is quiet. It is as you had left it. There is no more rain, thankfully, so you could very easily leave the area if you so wished, or you could rest in the cave, or something else if you'd like.
I truly do think at the very least we should get a move on quickly. They are still looking for something.
Move on in which direction?
The quickest way out of here that we can go.
The
Yeah,
way we came.
Are we just going to leave?
I mean, we scouted the place out, we saw and looked. It's not a place we can handle right now.
The
We
only
barely
place we
even
haven't been
made
is
a
the
compass.
castle.
We are not prepared.
Plus, they'll be on the lookout, on high alert.
If there's more of those creatures, barely handled one. I don't want to go walking up to their home and finding that we've all been invited for dinner.
Yeah, I feel bad for Vestelle, but it's not something we can handle right now.
She looks
Luckily,
over at
it's
you
not
guys
an
and
emergency.
says, "It's fine. Life is more important. We can always come back another time."
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Luckily, it's not time sensitive. Otherwise, I don't know what to do.
For now, we should probably take a bit of a breather.
I agree.
A short one, yeah, but we do have to keep moving.
Right. We need to be out of here before sundown, I think.
That would be preferable.
Yeah, I'd like to get back as soon as possible. Even place is too dark for me.
I mean, where'd we go after here? If not back to the castle.
Sure, we'll find something else. The world is boundless, full of adventures. It's just one of many.
Mm. Mm.
We could just travel, I suppose. I mean, don't necessarily need a bearing for now.
Mm.
Away from here is a good one, though.
The closest major city from here is Umber, I'm pretty sure. Anyone ever been there?
Give me one moment. I think I have.
Would I have been there, Jake?
Give me a d20.
I think
Fitting.
I would have been there if I passed through to get to free reach.
Varus, you've probably passed through.
Castle Umber, right?
Umber.
No, it's just the city Umber. If you guys are heading for Castle Umber, that's an entirely different destination.
Gotcha. Okay.
Would I have gone through there on the way to Fort Gray?
It depends on where you would have come from.
Usually I spend my time in free reach.
Then probably not.
Okay.
I mean, I've passed through it. It's all right. There's
Can I
a
look at the
lot
map
of
real
things going on.
Hmm.
To be fair, it seems like quite the place that we would maybe find something else. There's a lot of things that happen in that town, city.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, Umber was on a short list of places that I thought might be interesting to see someday.
Hmm.
Well, we're about to fill that bucket list, I guess. Umber, then.
Oh, Jake, can you put us on the map real quick?
Oh,
You can put yourself on the
You can
map.
put yourself on the map.
Yep, you
Can
can
I?
put yep, on the top,
Yes.
on the very top left, you can see the map at all times.
Yeah, we click on the Illyria.
Yeah, click on the Illyria tab.
Hold on.
Did you
I
click
clicked
the?
on that,
Did you click the little arrow? Because if you click the little arrow, that'll remove all of them from your screen. There you go.
There you go.
Gotcha. Okay. I was like, huh? Let's see.
I have the map. I have it so this map always shows, and then everything else is on a need to see basis.
Gotcha. Okay, let's see.
So at the very least, go to filled in and then
Well, then on to Umber, yeah.
Hmm.
Sounds good.
Good to sleep in the bed again.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
just make sure we make it out of here first.
Good
Oh,
to
okay.
sleep, period.
We can figure out where to go from there.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
From there
the
could be
very
just a nice round circuit back to Ardalan for me if nothing else comes up.
Yeah, and better than Greenspire.
yeah. Let's hope nothing comes up.
All right. Do you guys rest first, or do you leave?
We're taking a short rest, I
Short
think.
rest.
Yeah,
I think was the consensus.
All right.
definitely going to be keeping watch
Short.
during the short rest.
Yes.
I'm going to be taking the short rest, but I'm going to be keeping watch at the same time.
Sure.
Cool.
I should have prompted you for a short rest. Did that work?
No.
I didn't see a prompt, but I'm just going to hit
Nope.
short rest myself.
You could just hit short rest on your character sheets then. Yeah, I think a lot of the modules broke because the D&D thing updated.
Hmm.
I guess I'm using all of these.
I'm going to use...
Jesus.
What?
Fucking hell.
Oh my
Just
god.
fucking loaded everything.
You know what? Screw it. We'll be having a number of long rests soon.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, we got to make it out of here. But like, when we make it out of here, we'll be good. Fucking restored 19 hit points.
If we make it out of here.
2-5.
Welcome back to my games.
Yeah, your games hurt.
I just rolled like shit to restore hit points. I rolled 2 3s.
Wait, how'd you guys roll so much?
I had 3
You
left.
just keep hitting roll.
Oh,
Well,
wait.
didn't you use a lot the first time we short rested?
I only
No,
used like
Lyra still has like 3 hit dice.
Oh,
Oh,
If you click the little settings on the top right of the hit dice, you can just click roll, and it should heal you automatically from it.
the auto roll.
No, the roll.
have you hit the gear?
It's roll right in the middle. When you hit short,
It is not working.
hit
I
the
mean,
short rest. Hit the short rest button.
just
Yeah,
just
I
roll
hit it.
3d12 plus your con
that too.
if you're gonna use up.
Oh my god.
There they are.
Oh, I
Hey
think
there.
that's on my end. For some reason... Okay, I think I know what the reason is.
That's
So
truly unfortunate. 21.
It's 5, 11, and 5, because you only had
Yeah.
3 hit
Yeah.
dice.
Truly
I
unfortunate.
had 15 before that. It didn't even add. Wait, what? So 15 plus 21. 36, I think.
Yes. Alright, but as you guys kind of spend the remainder of the hour in there listening for sounds down the tunnel or trying to figure out if there's anything that might come and attack you, you guys manage to leave the area without too much of a hassle. It almost feels like the area doesn't want you there as you guys depart, seemingly
It's a
finding
good
your
thing
way.
we don't want to be here.
Can we cover up the stone?
Pardon?
The stone where we tipped over?
Do you want to try and move it back up?
Yeah, I'd say we'll kind of like if they investigate, we can just try and pretend like that stone didn't exist. So we can. I'd say we try and lift it back up.
Sure. Give me an athletics check, or whoever is doing so.
Want to help?
Lyra, you still have exhaustion, so you still
All right.
at disadvantage.
This thing
I imagine someone's helping.
doesn't matter.
Oh, don't matter.
Yep, 17 still. With the 17, you managed to kind of like lift the entire stone back into position. Though you realize that you would not be able to place it back to the exact same way it would have been before without having someone be on the other side, like inside the actual cave itself.
Makes sense. Unless someone wants to swim down the river. And
We don't even know where that goes.
exactly.
There's also probably a troll down there. So we should not go down.
He also wouldn't survive anyway. Unless someone had feather fall. Feather fall.
You know, the troll would, probably. But you guys, debatable.
So long as the thing keeps regenerating, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, time to get a move on.
Right.
As you guys walk out into the actual afternoon cloud cover, you see that this thick red kind of viscous liquid is still very much attached to nearly every single surface in the surroundings, though whatever rain that was falling and kind of corroding into things is no longer falling. As you guys depart through the same path that you had advanced through previously, there was very little issue, and glancing back towards the owlbear corpse that you guys had previously kind of killed, there are now only the barest of bones left.
Jesus.
Quick.
All of the flesh seems to have disappeared,
Oh man.
and the skull is also missing.
No. I wanted it.
You should have grabbed it before.
What the heck? That's luggage. No, thank you.
But
If you don't want luggage, then you don't get to lay claim to a skull that you haven't grabbed.
Nearing the end of the day, as the sun begins to set, you guys exit the actual woods themselves and find yourself near the river that had initially led away from Greenspire. And glancing back, it's just a shadow of just pure black in the skies above as clouds continue to cover the Tri-Lake area, while the natural clouds, it seems, just drift by calmly as if with not a single worry.
Is there a fucking cart here?
Your cart is still there.
Oh, wow.
The horses fine?
The horses are fine. One of them is like, somehow they got loose, but they're no more than 40 or 45 feet away, just kind of chilling, eating some grass.
I just point at it. I don't say anything. I'm actually just pointing at it.
What?
That is a horse.
I make sure that it sees me while I do it too, so it knows what it did.
It looks back at you.
Oh,
Give me an animal handling check.
oh, why?
Yeah.
In that instant, it spots you. It kind of blinks, goes back to eating grass, and in that brief moment, looks up again, and then just turns around and starts walking away slowly.
Darcy's going to go into the cart and get the horse feed.
Okay. Give me an animal handling with advantage.
I also feed my horse. Hope he was a good boy.
Yeah, Darcy,
Hey.
no issues. You walk up to it with the horse feed, it just kind of turns around and slowly starts smelling it and following you until you get it leashed back into the actual cart itself.
Right, come on this way, you.
Well then, so who all has been to good old Umber?
Me.
Right. Wrong question. Who hasn't been to Umber?
Me.
Definitely me, though I've heard a few things here and there.
Oh, it's nice. I like it.
I've
think
just heard some
everyone else-
stories and seen some of the exports from there. Just little things. Nothing too impressive.
I've been in the area, but I haven't visited. Just in the Umberlands.
But your guys' cart starts picking up speed slowly as the night comes. You look up and glance up at a sky full of beautiful stars. In that brief moment, you feel very strange that just a few hours ago you were being attacked by vampires and having blood rained all over you.
Ah, miss it already.
But
Definitely one of the more exciting outings.
Right, and
Varus,
Mm.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
oh, for fuck's sake!
Ooh, that's never good to hear that. Oh,
God damn it, Andrew!
I want everyone to know I have not rolled above a 10 this session yet.
God damn it!
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
That's
Cool.
not good.
Cool. Fuck, dude. This is so upsetting.
Okay, what's happening now?
As you guys proceed down the river, eventually you settle down to rest by the riverside. It's quiet. It's nice. Across the river, you can see what appears to be a small beaver and its family kind of beginning to drag a large bundle of sticks towards an area they seem to be wanting to dam up. But other than that, it's quiet. It's restful. Do you guys want to take a watch or just sleep?
Take watch, absolutely.
Yeah, we're
Keep an eye on
Darcy is
those
going
damn
to
beavers.
sleep. Darcy is just going to sleep.
Mm-hmm. But Varus,
I would like to pass out as well.
you No, I'm kidding.
Of course. How could I have seen it coming?
As you guys begin to settle down for a rest, you kind of just automatically begin to pick up things, and it feels like you're being watched.
Can I pinpoint from where?
Glancing around, all around, standing up, peeking. There should be nowhere that could be watching you without you knowing. The area around is relatively open unless they're sitting in the water and you walk over. Nothing in the water, just a few fish here and there.
I think just as a precaution, as he's turned around, he takes out a dagger and just throws it behind him real quick. Just like to the ground, just to see if he doesn't hit anyone invisible.
Sure, make an attack roll.
Sure, no fucking problem, Mike. I said, dagger, 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 where you at? Where the fuck did you go? They are. Bam! Oh, hey, that's a 10! I rolled a 10!
There you go.
In that brief
Congratulations.
moment, as you're glancing over the river itself, you're like, all right. You immediately grab your dagger, turn around, and just throw it. And as you throw it, you're pretty sure you hit something. As you walk over to where your dagger is, you look down and you've pierced a centipede about halfway through, and its entire front end and back end are separated. But other than that, it didn't seem like it made contact with anything else.
Do I still feel like I'm being watched?
100%.
Lovely. Varus hates this.
Out of character, I think I know exactly what this is.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, I guess he just goes back with the awful feeling of constantly being observed.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when he gets back, he just goes, does anyone else feel that?
The rest of you can give me a perception check.
Well,
Nope.
I'm
Darcy
like,
just blearily sits up and like
wait,
feels.
including me, I'm like passed out.
If you're passed out, then no, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. Artemis, glancing around? No? You're not sure what he's feeling.
I don't know. I don't know. There's not really anything out of the ordinary for me. Maybe.
You don't
Maybe
feel
it's
like you're
just
constantly being watched.
Oh, all the time. But that's I don't feel
Currently.
anything different. Yes, no, I currently do, but I mean that's normal for me.
I don't like this. All right, well, I'll keep watch first if you wanna hit the sack.
Sure, I can take the next watch if you like, and then I'm sure someone else can handle the third and fourth.
I'm sure Vaerun would be more than helpful to take the next two, right? After that?
Unless he decides to sleep, which I must say there's nothing more cursed than an elf sleeping.
Okay,
Give me a perception check.
sure.
As you watch the rest of your companions settle down for a rest, as you yourself kind of sit beside the riverside and just wait. Glancing around, the twin moons are up above in the sky, just kind of slowly going through their phases. The stars are plentiful and beautiful. And
Does any of them look almost full?
the moons?
The moons? Yeah.
One of them is waxing gibbous. So yes, Gael is almost full.
Cool. Would I be able to tell how many days we've got?
Give me a history check.
Oh boy.
Or nature.
Oh, well, it's the same number, so it don't matter.
Somewhere between a day and a week.
Nah, lovely.
All right, you know what? A day and 4 days.
Cool. I will keep that in mind to constantly watch Darcy every time we go to sleep for the next 4 days.
But glancing about, there isn't anything to... Oh, wait, I need to make a roll. Hold up.
I don't think you need to make a roll, Jake.
No, I
to.
think I do need to make the roll. God, why is my tabletop lagging so hard? What's going on?
Well, currently we're all red, so...
So we are.
That's very strange. Should not be happening. Okay, hold up. Let me, turn off everything else. Maybe that's why. Okay, there we go. All right, public role, private GM role, boom. Okay. As you're just sitting there chilling for... After about the first hour, your sense that you're being watched kind of fades. But then, about 30 minutes after that, something else catches your senses. You, just glancing around in the moonlight, strangely, there's a small bush that wasn't there before.
Are we out in the open, or do I have places where I can try to sneak up on this bush?
It is basically out in the open. There's a few small bushes around, but that's about it.
I'm going to
probably would be able to, but it might be really hard.
Fuck it. I'll try. Why not? Let's see how it works. Let's see if it works or not. If I fail, I fail. Not too big a deal. 24.
You kind of, from where you're sitting, you lean back ever so slightly and just kind of go onto your back before picking yourself up and slowly just moving about. From the best that you can tell, you're pretty damn quiet. You make it all the way behind it before you realized it's a person that they used a bush or foliage facade that's kind of in front of them to slowly, and they've been slowly creeping towards your camp.
What does this person look like?
In that brief glance that you get as you're kind of watching them from behind, they seem to be dressed in this all black sets of leathers, a bunch of knives strapped to their back, a large heavy crossbow slung across their back, of which in that moonlight you can see the tip is gleaming with some sort of liquid. And they seem to be just slowly getting closer. And you do see they have a stiletto in one of their hands that they're also kind of slowly inching closer towards. You see they are very much currently approaching where Artemis is trancing, though you don't know if their specific target might be him.
Artemis or Vaerun?
Or sorry, Artemis is sleeping, not trancing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say for a brief moment I ascended.
He became an elf.
That's great.
I think I'm going to, do the normal thing of unsheathing my rapier and immediately putting it to their back. And saying, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
You see them immediately stop moving. Not really saying anything before they kind of slowly turn towards to face you. You can see what appears to be sorry, a man probably human from the best that you can tell, though his ears are covered. Like this large black hood that's covering the majority of his head. A small face mask that's kind of pulled up to hide most of his features, but you can see his eyes. He glances at you and just drops his knife before moving his hand away.
So, do you want to tell me who you are and what you're doing?
He makes no indication to make any sounds.
I mean, if you're not going to talk, if you're going to be this quiet, I suppose I could just stab you now. I'm going to look around real quick while keeping my rapier at him, just to see if there aren't any others that I may not have noticed from further away.
All right. So, as you begin to look around very quickly, give me a perception check.
Sure. Bad.
As far as you can tell, there are no others. I also need you to roll me initiative.
Sure.
Because he's acting.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Cool. I'd have to drag myself out, right?
Oh, you should just be able to roll initiative without, right?
Oh, okay. I just didn't know if it would do anything.
I'll drag you onto the screen just in case you need to.
I just didn't know if it would stay in a tracker or some shit.
No, you don't need to be in the tracker.
Oh, cool. Okay. 1 sec. Bub. Initiative. Nor. Yeah, there are no combat encounters active.
Oh.
So I can't.
Here, I'll add you to the combat tracker so you can roll it.
Thank you. That would be wonderful.
There you go.
Oh, fucking a 5. Awful.
Ooh, they act
My
first.
And does nothing.
In that brief moment, as you're kind of looking up, he takes this opportunity, and you see him vanish in this almost misty way as he disappears from where he was standing from beneath you, and he makes an attack at you with his action.
Cool.
From an unknown location that you cannot see.
It don't matter. He doesn't have advantage.
That is true. During its first turn, the assassin has advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn. Therefore, it is an advantage.
I see.
Though, unfortunately, he does not get the benefits of the critical hit.
This could be extremely bad.
If my thing would actually load and let me do things. Please. Tabletop, I beg you.
I'm just gonna imagine.
And we are all red again.
I can hear combat music in my sleep.
Let's give you this. That is a little bit too calm. You know what, fuck it, we're going to hit this one, this playlist.
Everyone is above 2,000 ping in this game.
That is... What is going on, man? Fuck it, whatever. He does have advantage on his hit, or his attack. Oh, that's a critical.
Fucking,
Goodbye.
What's 21 plus 27?
That's 48.
48 plus 5.
That's 50. 48 plus 5, that's 53.
53.
Goodbye.
This assassin is imaginary. How is he hurting you?
Your imaginary dad.
If
Well,
only he
thankfully...
was imaginary. You do have
Let's
your
just
reaction
say if he had...
if you can do anything with that, which I don't think you can.
What would I be able to do?
No, that's level 7.
No,
Level
uncanny
5.
dodge is next level.
Oh, it's level 5. Okay.
If you have an inspiration.
So, thankfully, hey, guess what? If it had been 9 more, I would be straight dead.
You make a con save against the poison first.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
Lovely.
That would have been nice to know.
Let's see. Yeah.
I wanted him to think he might have
No,
done
fucking yeah.
Andrew, you have your heroic if you want to
I
use
know I'm using it.
You take half damage on a failed save. If you wanted to use your heroic, you could avoid the attack completely.
I just avoid the attack completely. Then I guess I'm using it. Fucking.
Yeah,
Because I would be absolutely knocked unconscious with that.
In that brief moment, you realized, oh shit, I'm probably gonna get attacked. As you immediately drop prone on the ground, you feel some sort of scratch on the back of your head as something, a crossbow bolt, slides and cuts the top of your head. You do still take the piercing damage, but you do not take any of the poison damage.
5, thankfully.
You take none of the poison damage.
Cool. I assume I can see him now?
Oh yeah. He basically teleported about 15 feet away with his crossbow raised and had just shot you with it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stand the fuck up. If anyone can hear me, I call out, attacker! And I'm going to bonus action. I can't bonus action steady him because I had to stand up.
Mm-hmm. Actually, since this is an actual encounter now, we'll move that into an actual map.
Oh, lovely.
Give me one moment to make sure I actually have a map for this. I do. I just want to make sure I have the right one. Is it this one? No. This one? No. God, I have so many fucking... This one? This might not be the right one. Oh no, it is. Let me place you guys all down. There's Artemis. We have Darcy. We have Lyra. Vaerun. Ignore the trees, they're not actually there. There's bushes, but nothing else.
Okay.
Vestelle. I will say Vestelle is not in this combat because she is asleep.
Fair.
And the assassin is here.
What's going on? What's the commotion?
Yeah, does everyone wake up?
I need everyone to give me a perception check. The DC is 10. You have a -5 to your check because you are asleep.
Oh boy.
I'm still exhausted, right?
Yep, you have disadvantage on yours.
Yeah, no one got a long rest, I assume.
Nope.
Yeah.
Artemis, Vaerun both
People
wake
wake
up.
up.
Lyra also wakes
Oh,
up
wow.
even with the exhaustion. We just need Darcy now. Oh, Darcy is fast asleep. He has no idea what's going on. All right, let's add you guys all to initiative.
No, do I have to roll
Do I
again?
still
have to
roll
again.
initiative?
Yes, you will still roll initiative because on your turn you will be the one trying to.
I have to roll again.
Yes.
I don't have disadvantage.
By the way,
on
the
this,
assassin
right?
is not on the tracker.
Not on initiative, you don't. Sorry, what?
The assassin's not on the tracker.
It should be. Do you not see it?
He's not on the tracker. Well, to be fair, I rolled initiative twice and hasn't loaded in yet, so
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
give it a sec.
Okay, I might need to restart the tabletop. Give me
Oh,
Ah!
Oh, I'm back in.
Okay, I'm gonna restart the tabletop. Give me a moment.
might be best.
I don't know why it's doing this. This is so weird. Oh, no active game. Don't worry about that.
Let me know when I can join again.
You should be able to join now. Is he in the tractor? He should be. He is not. Why? I don't know. Lyra, if you roll your initiative, it might populate the thing. I'll see if it'll work out. Yeah, it's the,
Oh, there he goes.
Okay. As the rest of you start kind of groggily shaking yourselves awake, Varus, you are currently prone on the ground, and he gets to act first. Actually, you would have had your action before it would have gone into proper initiative.
Yeah.
What would you have done?
Well, I'll tell you when my game loads.
Sorry, I don't know why it's doing this.
I haven't even... Oh, there we go.
It should be loaded now. Very strange. It's not even using that much CPU. I don't know. It should be working now.
I mean, it was loading. I just hadn't loaded in yet. You know what? He tossed his dagger aside, right? He didn't pick it up.
It was on the ground, but you saw that he had a few other daggers on him.
Right, he does have melee weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
I love how
Okay.
I'm the second in the initiative, even though I'm still unconscious.
Yep.
So were we using my initiative from when I rolled it the first time still, or no?
So that was one round of combat, and then it went into actual combat.
Cool. Good to know I rolled a fucking nat 1 for the actual initiative. That's
Oof.
That's 2 nat 1s already. I'm going to get up, obviously. And I guess I don't have advantage. I don't think I have anything that can give me advantage, unfortunately. So I'm just going to shoot him and ignore the sneak attack, I guess. Damn.
10 misses.
Fucking miss.
As you draw the arrow from your short bow and it sends it forward, you can see him just duck beneath the actual arrow itself, seemingly not without a single care.
Yeah, and I will stand up and be prepared, whatever the fuck he's gonna do next.
As the actual combat begins, as it rolls around to his turn first, he, looking at all of you and seeing that you guys are all starting to wake up.
Right.
Yeah, he would. Since he has an advantage on anybody who hasn't acted yet, he is going to shoot someone.
Oh, why?
Specifically, Vaerun.
It would be disadvantaged because he's still prone.
No, he's not prone. His bonus action brought him upright as well when he attacked you.
No, Vaerun.
I'm talking about
Vaerun. You're right. Yes. Oh, fuck. It's flat then. That's an 18.
Yeah, that would hit because I'm not wearing armor. I wouldn't think.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit, right?
not while resting. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. You take half the damage of the poison if you succeed. Let's go to the actual battle music. Boom. Unfortunately, you fail your saving throw as you feel as you feel something land in your shoulder. Your vision gets blurry, and in that moment, you realize there is now a crossbow bolt sticking out of your shoulder, and there is something going into your bloodstream.
Oh.
He will use all of his movement to move this way. That is the end of his turn. Darcy, give me another perception check.
Woo!
The DC is now 9. You still have the -5
Cool.
And the disadvantage.
and the disadvantage. You automatically fail next turn as
either.
well. Oh, that is very unfortunate. Darcy snores as he just turns around in his sleep. Artemis, you groggily sit up, and in that brief moment, you see like a blurry figure kind of moving away from your group.
Target detected! As I'm going to use my bonus action to blink 30 feet standing up.
Mm-hmm.
As I blink here. Just staring at him as both my blades get brought to my hand. And then I just charge at him.
Go for it.
No armor on or anything. Just run.
Sprinting.
Yep. I like to imagine from the darkness, all he sees is a little bitty like blue spark, and then and then Artemis just full sprinting at him. As once I get up to him, I'm gonna go make an attack at him
Go for it.
with me Watcher blade.
That's right.
10 misses.
Naturally. That'll be my turn.
You gotta do some of that bloodborne shit on him.
That is the end of your turn. Varus.
Well, I have disadvantage, so I'm gonna steady aim and have normal.
Mm-hmm.
Wahoo!
Wait, why do you have disadvantage?
Because I rolled a nat 1 on initiative.
Oh, yes, you're right. My bad.
I probably fucking miss, and that's my turn.
13 is a miss. You bring up your arrow. Even with Artemis engaged with him, he ducks and manages to avoid the arrow. Vaerun, it is your turn. There is a searing pain in your shoulder.
Stop, fiend.
You are currently still prone.
I'll get up.
Use 15 feet of movement to get up.
Get up. Like, stop. I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Oh, okay. That's a wisdom saving throw?
That was some save.
All right.
Eat.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, hey.
Oh my fucking god, dude. We've not hit this guy once.
Guy's shitty wisdom, too.
I think we should just kill Vaerun and like offer him up to this guy. This guy's too much of a badass to die here.
He was going after you.
I think he's going after all of us.
Okay.
Fucking abysmal.
That I think. Is this an action?
You know what really sucks? Most of my spells go off of wisdom saves.
Yeah, okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Y'all target enemies with spells.
All right, that is the end of your turn. Lyra, you are awake, but you are currently prone.
Okay, I'm gonna use a bonus action to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 60 feet away. Okay.
It's not a bonus action to get up. It's half of your movement. So you have, I believe, 40, so you have to use 20 feet of movement to get up.
I think if you rage and then you dash, you would reach him, right?
Wait, I have
Not
40
really.
movement. Wait, what?
Don't you?
I have 30.
Not yet.
Oh, right. That's like next level or something.
Yeah, they get
So I
it
get
at 4th or 5th level.
So I get 15. But if I dash, is that 15 plus 30?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
15 plus 30.
Okay, so I'm gonna get up and just kind of dash here. And that will be the end of my turn.
All right.
I don't have any armor to put on. Haha.
It's his turn. He looks around, sees what's happening, and underneath his breath, you hear him say something. Artemis, what languages do you speak?
I speak obviously common. Let's see, common, celestial, halfling, and because of the sword, I also speak undercommon.
Oh! You hear him whisper something underneath his breath in Undercommon, though he looks like a human.
Okay.
No dark skin. He's got like a rather pale complexion, but he says something in Undercommon of which you understand him saying, "Oh, shit. Fine." As you see him opening up a pouch on his side, smashing something in his hand, and throwing it towards Vaerun, Darcy, and Varus. Darcy, you would wake up from this.
Great.
Come on, man.
Unfortunately, it's because of a fireball.
No.
I'm going down.
I need all three of you to give me dexterity saving throws. Darcy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Darcy, you have disadvantage because you're currently unconscious.
I failed to save. Oh, wow, that's fitting. Oh no. Artemis is gonna be like, "Don't worry, guys, we can get him right, guys." And then just looks back.
You
and
look back, it's
everyone's
just 3 charred corpses.
I like to also imagine.
I'm perfectly. I'm a bit below half. But
Perfectly
that's about
alive, yes. But
I like to
unfortunately,
imagine
Vaerun
that that Vestelle's tent is like right on the outside of all this.
Yep.
Just peacefully napping.
She has a little white noise machine in there.
Yep, that is her. That is his action. He is going to use his bonus action to cast Misty Step again. And he is going to go
Where's the little circle?
to here. Oh my god, what just happened?
What?
Sorry, the teleport thing has worked weird. I had to click it and then it clicked again. Because it clicked again, it teleported him somewhere else. But that is the end. Oh, actually, no. He's going to use his... Oh, no, he uses his bonus action to fucking Misty that. Never mind. That is the end of his turn. Darcy. You got woken up by a fireball.
Darcy wakes up mildly on fire, just patting himself out. Just like, duh.
You'd be so confused.
Glancing around, you see an unconscious Vaerun face down in the ground with a crossbow bolt sticking out of his shoulder and his hair slightly on fire. And you see Varus standing on the other side, like on his knees currently with his back entirely kind of toasted black.
I'm
Yeah,
so
Darcy,
fucking
seeing
upset.
the crossbow bolt, is going to just crawl over to Vaerun, and I'm going to use my healer's kit.
Okay. Using your action, you manage to stabilize him with no issues.
Okay, you're the only person I've had to use my healer's kit on so far.
Yay.
All right. Oh, wait. Fuck. He had normal movement. Why did I just move him? I'm so dumb. Oh, whatever. It's fine.
I was thinking that
well.
too. I was like, why aren't you moving?
Stupid. Darcy, use your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
There's not anything I can really do with the bonus action,
Are
unfortunately.
you staying prone or are you getting up?
I'm staying prone.
Fair enough.
There's somebody shooting at us with a crossbow.
Artemis, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to just go ahead and use my Hexblade Curse on him.
Mm-hmm.
Just to go ahead and give him the old mark, because I'll run
This
up here.
swirl of energy appears about him as it kind of grips him. You can see him looking all around him, but doesn't look like he's panicked or, upset yet.
Yep, and then I'll run and get here on the other side of him, almost blocking off his retreat as I get here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go ahead and make an attack at him with the cursed, with this being cursed, rather.
Go for it.
Let me make sure that this is the right sword, because where to change things. +8, +8. Say, okay, yeah, that's sort of correct. Say up here it goes.
15 misses.
Yeah, of course.
We haven't hit him once, guys.
Well, that'll
So upsetting.
that'll be my turn.
That is the end of your turn. Varus.
Yeah. I guess I will bonus action steady aim this time for advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And hope my pluses to hit means something this time.
That is an 18. That does hit.
2 sneak attack. Oh my god!
He takes 10 points of damage.
Good lord.
It's ridiculous.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Vaerun, you're stable. You're okay. Lyra, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I still have 1 level of exhaustion,
Yes, you do. That only affects ability checks.
but the second level will affect all checks.
It'll
I
affect
think
your
it's
movement.
Yeah,
Movement.
second
Okay.
level has your movement. Third
Mhm.
level affects all rolls.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna go into rage and frenzy,
Ooh, let's go.
and I'm gonna take 2 swings with advantage at him. I have advantage on him, right?
Yep, you have advantage because Artemis is currently flanking with you. 18, 25. Those both hit. 13 points of slashing
Well,
and 15.
You can't do the
Isn't-
second
isn't
hit,
one-
right?
isn't one attack?
You can't
Oh,
do
yeah,
the
'cause-
second hit
yes.
because you had to rage.
You have to
Oh,
use your
right,
bonus
shit.
action to rage, so it's just one hit.
But still, 15 damage, since I don't think that includes your rage damage, does it?
Oh, it
No,
doesn't.
So 15 damage.
No.
15 points of damage.
And what's it called? This thing should pop up here. So his movement's reduced by 10 feet.
Ooh, okay. What's his...
And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. It's his turn now. He glances around at the two of you and whispers something to himself in Undercommon and says, Artemis, you understand him. You understand that he says, these people. He's going to
I
use
say
a
back in Undercommon since he doesn't. I don't imagine he knows. And I'll just lean in close to him and be like, "What about these people, huh?"
someone who
In
speaks,
Undercommon.
someone who speaks the language. Very cute. He uses his bonus action to disengage, run over here, using his movement, and will take an action to shoot Varus.
Fucking go ahead.
Goodbye, Varus.
26.
I'm dead. Well, hold up. Let me con save first. I am not. Well, hold up. 11 plus 11.
It wouldn't have killed you anyways.
Well, yeah, I'm unconscious.
Yeah, in order for it to kill you, it has to.
It
reduce
would
to
have.
0 and
If
then
all
over.
of the. If I didn't succeed that con save, it would have killed me.
Oh,
What's your
fun.
max health?
36, but I was at 2.
That only deals 33.
That's 33 damage, Andrew.
Oh, you're right. I'm not having a good day, alright? I have failed almost everything I've done already. So,
He looks back at the two of you, and this time out loud and Undercommon says to you, Artemis, oh, just because you speak the language doesn't mean you have the skills. That's the end of his turn. Darcy.
I am going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at him.
Oh my god. Is that a wisdom save?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Did he get a natural 20 on his first one?
He did.
but it was on a different spell.
That is on a different spell, so I will say that he will have to re-roll it.
Mother-
Oh my
Fucker!
fucking god.
Cheater. This guy's cheating.
Oh my god! Oh my
This
god!
is insane.
This is
my God.
asinine.
As Lyra begins to go to attack, I might just hold my sword up, stop her, and just say, "Hold up, let him cook." As he starts gunning down the rest of our party.
Oh my god!
Might as well surrender right now.
Yeah, as you cast out this spell towards him, he doesn't even glance in your direction, but you see his hand kind of like flick towards you, as if just completely ignoring whatever effect you attempted to put onto him.
That's actually annoying.
This is insane.
Darcy, that's your action. Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
I have not gotten that spell to actually fucking work yet.
Oh. Oh my god. Is that the end of your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, Artemis, it's your turn.
Alright. I'll run up to him, and given that he understands Undercommon, actually, let me make sure I have enough movement speed. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I'll get, I can't get adjacent to him, or behind them, but I'll get to the right of him. I'll run up next to him and just say, here in a matter of moments, I'll be the only one here speaking Undercommon. and then I'm going to make 2 attacks at him.
Okay,
He gets the first.
that hits.
He gets
As
the
you
second.
strike him with this actual blade itself, you see him glance down at the actual sword, and in that brief moment, his eyes almost glint, and he says, "You shouldn't have this."
Yeah, well, I do.
In Undercommon.
Yeah, I say it back in Undercommon.
Which one? The obsidian one or the Watcher's one?
He looks towards the obsidian blade.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought, but I was just curious.
Both hit. 15 and 11.
Yeah, and then as I stab him with the obsidian one, I kind of lean in a bit closer, and just as I rip both blades out, I just say, "You're more than welcome to try and take him." Keyword being try.
All right. Artemis, is that your turn? Sorry.
Yeah, that'll be it. That was bonus hand action. So.
Varus, I need you to give me a
So
dex
if
saving throw.
I mark it as private GM roll, when I click it on my sheet, it should privately roll, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
All right. That is the end of your turn. Vaerun, you are stabilized. You're okay. Lyra.
Okay, so I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna whack him twice.
Go for it. Oh my god. That definitely fucking hits. Holy shit. He looks
I
real rough.
also grievously wound him.
Ooh. All attack rolls. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, you do.
And he can only move 20 feet.
Yeah. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Action, bonus action, slasher. He looks at the two of you. Okay, I'm going to make a intelligence check to determine what he does next. Okay. He sighs, looks at the two of you. Fine. Will disengage with his bonus action, use his action to dash, and just run 60 feet. Straight off the map.
He can't run 60 feet.
Or
He can only run 40.
40 feet. So he will go 40 feet off. Which means he is literally on the tile off of the map. Darcy.
Just crawling over to Varus. Healer's kit.
You action stabilize him, and in that brief moment, you kind of bandage up the wounds and you prevent the actual poison from taking any further action as you lightly pull it out and apply pressure on the actual wound itself. He's okay, but it's going to take a little while for him to recover. Vaerun and Varus, I need both of you to give me a d4 to determine how many hours it is until you wake.
Sure.
Sorry.
All good. That is the end of your turn, right? Darcy?
Yeah.
Artemis.
Or actually, wait. I can still see the guy, can't I?
You can. He is currently
Oh, no. It would take an action. Shit.
90 feet away. 95 feet away.
It would take an action to do Eldritch Blast. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it would. Artemis.
Well, he only ran 40 feet thanks to Lyra pulling him, so I can get right behind them.
Yes, you can.
So I will walk at a brisk pace due to my heritage. I am mildly faster as I just rapidly approach him.
Oh, God.
And then as I get behind them, I'm just going to make 2 strikes.
Go for it. 18. On an 18, he will use his reaction in his last spell slot to cast Shield. As your first strike goes straight, you can hear and feel that it's going to make an impact on his chest as he turns around ever so slightly. You see him bring up both of his hands, and this shimmering blue energy appears in front of him as your weapons make collision with that instead of his body.
Yeah, and as I my blades ping off of that, and I'm just right behind them, I just say, you came all this way, and then you're fleeing. Gods, you're pathetic.
Give me an intimidation check. Okay. Varus
Did
is
like
stable.
7% of the damage.
Vaerun is stable. Lyra.
Okay, so I'm gonna move 30 feet here.
Oh, actually,
And
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move everybody down 10 feet, so you guys can still see him. There you go.
Okay.
So he is still on the map.
I can use a bonus action to move another 30, right?
Nope, that is only for rogues.
Only
Do
for
you have-
rogues or orcs.
Yes.
Do you have javelins?
No.
You can throw your weapon at him.
I was thinking, so I have 2 weapons. Can I throw 2 weapons at him?
You certainly can. Which 2 weapons do you
And
have? I know you
I
have
have
your
a
battle
long
axe.
sword and axe.
Sure, but both of them, because they are not meant to be thrown, will deal a d4 of damage instead of the
Oh,
normal.
next level you get 40 feet of movement.
And
Yep.
can I use reckless attack with that?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm gonna throw my axe and my long sword at him.
Go for it. A 12 misses, and a 22. Wait, let me double check his AC. And a 22 hits. Roll me a d4 plus your normal strength bonus, which I believe is 4, plus your rage, which is 6. So total of 10 damage.
Which is what you got anyway.
Yep. As you run around, you sprint. Unfortunately, you don't think you're going to make it in quite fast enough, as he is speedy. Your great axe does not make collision with him. As you throw it, it flies straight past him. But your longsword, as you throw that one definitely clips him as it hits him in the shoulder for 10 points of damage. Oh, he looks so rough.
That lowers his movement speed again, by the way.
Does that counts as slashing?
That does count as slashing damage. Wait, sorry. For slasher, does it require to be a melee weapon attack?
No, slashing damage.
Oh, that deals slashing damage. Okay, yeah. He has been slowed by another fucking 10 feet.
Hey,
That's his turn. And honestly, on his turn, he looks at Artemis. Fine. Will draw his short sword and a dagger in one of his hands and swing 3 times.
Can I let him hit me on the first one?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
what?
Okay.
And then as he hits me, I'm going to reaction to electric rebound.
Okay, sure.
As I just say, you're so easy to bait.
All right, dex save 15. Oh, if he doesn't make this, he makes it.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what you were expecting.
Well,
Hey, I can't remember what assassins get off the top of my head.
he is
They're rogues.
that drops him to 1. He has 1 HP.
yeah. I mean, you did roll really low on the 3d10.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he had rolled any higher, he would have been out. That's 5 damage. That's pretty good. But he does swing twice more. Once more with his short sword and once with his dagger.
You did get hit with fucking
Oh, I need a con save
39
from you.
points of damage.
Con save?
And
Con save from Artemis. Yes.
That's fine. If I could
Did
find
my
it.
music stop?
I think it did.
What is it doing?
Saving
What is
throw.
going on? Whatever.
Oh no.
You
Oh
take
boy,
39 points of
points.
damage from the first hit.
That's fine, I'm still up.
He has 2 more. And he is going to swing again
That's fine.
for
Oh,
25.
man.
Jesus Christ.
Now I think you're down.
Does that
No
He doesn't get
what?
the
Kill
poison,
you?
does he?
He does get the poison. This is applied on all
Oh,
of
does
his
he get the
attacks.
poison on both?
Yep.
Yes, he gets the poison.
Yeah.
You get another
Uh,
con save though, right?
I need another con save.
True. Yeah.
And you might want to actually, check your. You might. Yeah, fucking hell.
Con save, yeah.
Oh my god.
How much health do you have, Max, Andy?
I have
Oh.
enough, I'll be fine.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
you're good. You survived.
Well, if you
If you didn't make that save, you would have been a dead Artemis.
as Artemis falls prone onto the ground, he looks towards you, Lyra, And he's actually going to save his bonus action and not attack with his dagger and instead just run 40 feet away. And just goes whoof.
So close to death.
How far away is he now?
From you, let's see. A quick measure. 135.
You have a
Well,
chance?
As
Got
it is
an
now
inspiration?
your turn, Darcy.
Darcy sees Artemis go down. He's going to stand up and start running towards them.
Mm-hmm.
I can get about 15 feet,
Yep.
which puts me just within range.
120.
Darcy is going to raise up his hand, and he's going to call forth the thing that he's barely been able to get working whatsoever, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
Oh, let's go.
If this misses, I'm using the Heroic Inspiration. Because fuck this guy.
Oh my god!
Heroic Inspiration, fuck this
Heroic
guy.
inspiration? Okay. In that brief
I guess
moment,
technically it doesn't count as a nat one then.
you kind of bring your finger forward and you will this power forward. You will it out and you force it to be under your command. As you watch, another string seems to appear and almost pop out of the top of your right hand to join the first one. As some sort of force erupts forward from your hand and slams into his back. And in that brief moment, rather than kind of falling over, you see whatever this kind of mass of strings strike him in the back. Instead of falling over, a series of strings and needles almost seems to pierce his entire body as you see him float in the air, almost like a dead puppet. About an inch or two off the ground, but he is decidedly dead.
Yeah, with that, Darcy, like now that we're out of initiative, Darcy's going to start running towards
Artemis?
towards Artemis.
I need one death saving throw from Artemis before Darcy gets to you.
Can I like attempt to do anything so he doesn't have to try to do that?
You want to try and stabilize him?
Still,
Yes.
It is a medicine check.
How do I turn it to GM only on this?
On the bottom right in the chat, you
Oh
can
my
see public roll, right? So switch from public
Ah,
roll to
gotcha.
private GM roll.
GM, gotcha.
Lyra, glancing down at Artemis, you don't know how to help him because a lot of the injuries are currently internal. You see like two shallow cuts with the blades, but you can see this almost like green laced poison or clear that just seems to be like traversing throughout his entire body, and you can see this blood pulsing out of his pale skin. You don't know how to help him. But as Darcy runs up, you can see Darcy very expertly quietly just apply a variety of different healing kits all over his entire body, and you see Artemis's breathing kind of go from the heavy, fast breathing that it was before into a little bit more kind of slower, deeper breathing, and he does seem to be okay.
Be honest, that's probably the only time that you've seen Artemis breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Varus still doesn't breathe.
Vestelle comes out. What happened, guys? No, I'm kidding.
Can you take Artemis over to the others?
How are the others doing?
They'll make it. It'll be a bit before they're up and about.
One assassin was more dangerous than a goddamn Batman.
Man bat.
Man, it's fucking insane.
Damn, we almost got wiped by that guy.
Is the dude still just floating there?
Yep.
I want to go and retrieve my weapons and then kind of just make sure that nothing else is near that guy's body.
Yeah, you get Artemis over with everybody else, so we're not just leaving him out in the field.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yes.
You guys have no issues moving Artemis down to everybody else. Oh, I think the server's lagging again. Oh, there we go.
No.
But glancing
It's
over...
like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, sorry.
It's lacking a bit.
Yeah, Lyra, as you glance over at the actual body itself, you now see a little bit more of the detail of what Darcy did to it. Whatever power he had launched at it has caused a multitude of kind of needles with strings attached to them to erupt out of nowhere in midair and just kind of pierce this entire body, almost as if they were tiny little spears but made of string. And you could tell they're made of string because as you kind of like walk past them, you can see them blowing in the wind. But there's no source to them. They just seem to appear in the middle of the air, pierce this body, and just end.
There's a reason to be on his good side, I guess. So can I like just get a quick glance at like what he's like wearing and anything he might have on him?
Sure, give me an investigation check.
Oh my god, I'm a dumbass.
Glancing over
You're also still exhausted.
Oh, that's
All
also
right.
a disadvantage. Glancing over the actual body itself, your eyes are kind of droopy. As the adrenaline of the rage wears off, you realize now that you have 2 levels of exhaustion, and you are now much more tired than you were previously. Heavy, labored breathing as you go up to him and inspect him. Unfortunately, not very closely, but you can see that all over his entire body is just basically hard leather gear that is designed to kind of camouflage with the terrain around. Just looking at it, you can see the ends of what appears to be kind of like a bit of shifting color now seemingly coming to a close as his entire outfit turns jet black. All over him, there's a variety of different small weapons strapped to him, most of them daggers. There's a short sword, which he held in his hand, which he's dropped beside him. There's the crossbow, which he held on his back, and about 20 bolts, which he still has at his side. But other than that, you don't really spot anything or see anything else.
And I can verify that he's 100% dead, right?
Yes, considering there is a multitude of needles that have gone from the back of his head through to the front.
Okay.
And there's blood trickling down, like 1 drop at a time.
Okay, I'm gonna just carefully try to take his corpse kind of back closer, a bit closer to the group.
All right. As soon as you touch him, the strings go limp, the needles also go limp, and everything kind of just falls as his entire body hits the ground. And the needles, as well as the string and everything, just slowly just disappears into etherealness.
I kind of just stare there for like 5 seconds before just continuing on.
Mm-hmm. You drag the body back with very little effort. He was a relatively lithe man.
He ain't alive anymore.
I hate you.
God damn it, Kay. Just silent for most of that, and then you come up with that.
God damn. But, yes.
Lyra. Is he actually dead?
Very much so. You made quite fine work out of him. So it was honestly a bit unsettling to watch.
How do you think I feel?
It's probably the hardest on you. My apologies. So, what do you reckon we can do right now? Son, not looking so good, and I don't think we can really survive much anything else.
We need to wait for the others to wake up. There's not a whole lot else we can do.
I'll just, I guess all we can do is just pray to the gods right now.
As all of you kind of settle down for a rest, are either of you going to keep watch? As the rest are very much unconscious.
Darcy's probably not well enough in his own mind right now to sleep.
I'll take the first watch. You can rest a bit. It seems that you're not feeling too great right now.
I don't know if I can sleep.
We'll just
Nothing good happens when I sleep.
just then do something that will take your mind off things for a bit. Maybe tinker with some of your craft for a bit.
Right. Yeah, Darcy will pull out one of his project blocks and start doing something. Don't do that, Jake.
Sorry, that was... This original map was meant for another encounter.
It's like, what is
What is
that?
Oh no!
I just saw a fucking corpse flower pop up.
I'm surprised you recognize it with this being so fast.
I've looked through a lot. I've looked through a lot of the monster manuals multiple times.
But as you guys kind of settle down for a rest, Lyra, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
Well, it's still the same roll, no matter what. So
Regardless, 19. That's pretty good. As you kind of sit down, Darcy, you find it a little bit uncomfortable and hard to really sleep. The trauma of what just kind of occurred is weighing strong in your mind. But Lyra, you pace, you do whatever it is to take things off your mind to try and calm yourself down. You check on Vaerun, Artemis, and Varus a few times, and each time they're still breathing, still okay, still alive. But time passes, the hours go, and no unfortunate event takes place. And all of you wake up at around 7:30 in the morning, having taken a long rest. So Darcy and Lyra, both of you reduce your exhaustion levels by 1.
Cool.
Varus, Artemis, Vaerun, Darcy, and Lyra, all of you heal to full health.
Well, I also have to make a check.
Yes, you do.
So let me finish a long rest here, and then I will roll that here to you.
And does that count as a long rest for me?
That does. For all of you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wow, I almost died yesterday, but now I'm full health and ready to go.
That's the game mechanic. We're not playing
Alright.
Pathfinder here, my friend.
I forgot. I had my max HP reduced in like the previous session.
Yes.
What happens to that?
Give me a con save. Or was it a con save? It was a con save.
No, it was long rest would fix it.
Oh, yes. Yes, it would. You're right. Sorry.
Go back to full.
That was another monster that I hit.
As Artemis gets up and lets out a nice big stretch, he says, "Oh, what happened?"
And where's the journal?
Which journal? Are you looking for?
The in-game journal?
Oh, on the top right. You should be able to see it under the book. If you want to open your personal journal, you double-click your character, and there should be one on there. Oh, there is none in this fucking character sheet.
I wrote how much my HP was reduced by in the journal.
Here, let me change.
Cool.
Let me change your character sheet to the other one, because the other one will have it.
Wait, my journal is gone.
Yep. And then...
There's like another journal here.
has it been erased? What the fuck? Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. I don't see it. That's not good.
Oh, 6 HP. I wrote it down on the other journal.
Oh, okay, good. Good. But yeah, you're okay. You guys are all still alive.
Emily asked if it was worth the join, by the way, Jake.
Pardon?
Emily in Discord.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's gonna wake up like,
This is the
what
best
happened,
journal,
guys?
actually.
Yeah, 3 of you almost died. That's insane.
I just get up and kind of like look around. Hey, what happened? Did we did we get the guy, the assassin?
As you glance over towards Darcy, you do see the corpse of the assassin kind of right beside him.
He's very much dead.
Oh, nice. Who got him?
Let's just say that Darcy dealt the finishing blow.
Yeah. I look at the body. I'm like, guys, you didn't have to be so brutal to him. Look what you did to his head.
He just tripped over a rock, okay?
Yeah, I tripped over a rock and crushed.
He tripped
skull.
over a rock.
Uh-huh.
Can we just get going, please?
Every time
Artemis.
this is brought up, Darcy just looks like he's about to throw up.
Artemis kind of like recognizes what's going on here and just goes, "Oh!" He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a cigarette, just lights it and hands it to Darcy. It'll help with the nausea.
Alright. Vaerun will still try and bury this guy, even though he almost killed him, or he almost got killed by him.
Well, wait before you bury him. Does he have any like notes on him? Because he was saying some interesting stuff in Undercommon.
I did not touch his body beyond a quick glance. If you wish to look through it, be my guest.
Well, I mostly want to see because he seemed to recognize that. I kind of hold my right hand up and summon the obsidian blade. He seemed to recognize it and was surprised that I had it.
Honestly, might as well try to get as much info as you can. It would make nearly dying slightly more worth it.
I'll kind of search over his body, see if he has anything that maybe like any orders or notes or anything along those lines.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
All right. You kind of ruffle through his pockets, look through the body itself. You find what appears to be a singular bottle of intact poison. Though you can't tell what it is, you can't tell how it's used. You can tell that his armor is magical, as the wounds that have pierced him and kind of wrecked him have all been on surface flesh. Anything that had hit his armor didn't break the armor.
I mean,
Is it like leather armor?
Yep, it looks to be studded leather armor.
you could strip it.
Yeah, I'll undo the straps and pull it off of him.
Mm-hmm. You also find a crunched up piece of paper, which, as you look at it, is completely empty.
Huh. kind of like flip it over, look on the other side.
Nothing.
Oh, intriguing. I'll just kind of pocket it for now, and then just stand up, taking the armor, and then the poison.
Mm-hmm.
I'll toss Varus the poison vial. This might be better suited for you.
Yeah.
You and him seem to have things in common in tactics.
Glancing at the actual vial itself, Varus, you didn't even realize it was a vial of poison until you kind of took a little bit of a closer look at it. The vial itself is tiny, like it is just barely bigger than your thumb's nail.
Oh my god.
And looking at it, it's about half empty. You don't know how you would use this, whether it's on a bladed weapon or if you have to put it in someone's mouth or something like that. You don't know. There's no label on it. The only reason you even know it's a poison is probably because it was carried by an assassin.
And he used it on me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Were his weapons? If you look at the arrow tips, can I see if they're poisoned right now?
They are no longer poisoned. You can see this kind of like dried residue on the very tip, but just a little bit, not very much.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not handling the poison.
Well, we didn't identify the dagger, but someone attuned to it, right? So we at least know what it does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to identify this piece of armor on our way out? We have one scroll left. We're stopping by the city anyways, so I suppose we could always pick up more.
Might as well.
And I mean, I kind of look around. I know Varus and Darcy both wear light armor. Does Vestelle wear light armor? Or medium?
I mean, I feel like you shouldn't be wearing that armor right now because it's probably belonging to whoever the assassins came from, whatever group or order.
Well, they'll already be on the lookout for us anyways if what he said has anything to go by, considering that he seemed to recognize this blade, so I don't think it really matters either way.
Well, I think it does because if you wear that armor and you're probably not, and if you're not him, that probably makes you a target.
You couldn't have said a statement anymore that makes me want to wear it.
Hey, if you want to be a target for whatever assassin this came from, whatever order or group, be my guest. Ooh.
Oh, I'll at least identify it on our way out. See how useful it might be.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe you can re-dye it or something.
Want me to make an Arcana check on it first, just in case there's nothing to it and it's just like a +1 set of armor?
If you want.
It's more than a +1 set of armor.
All right then.
Upon inspection and kind of a quick glance over the entire thing, you ascertain that there's some sort of protection enchantment on it, so it is definitely at least a +1. On top of that, you saw that it seemed to almost kind of shift and change depending on the its surroundings, or upon maybe the user's kind of will. So it might have something along those lines as well.
Whatever it is, whatever the enchantment is, it offers a bit more protection than standard and shifts color either maybe to the surroundings, maybe to whatever the wire's thinking.
Intriguing. Well, we can figure it out while we're on the cart. Let's get our stuff together and start moving.
Seems useful. I just think we should no one should put it on until we maybe change it up a bit.
All right. Once more, you guys are back on the road. I'm guessing you guys are all heading towards Filden.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, Emily, it was determined that we would probably have died if we stayed trying to go to Tri Castle. So now we're on our way down to Umber.
Understandable.
Yeah. I'll run away.
Sorry, we kind of abandoned your potential story lead, but
I've got other things I can look for.
I mean,
and we can always go back there when we're feeling masochistic.
when we get better rolls, apparently.
It's just a high level area. We're not there yet.
Yeah, forget.
We need to grind
Not to
some
men-
mobs. You know.
Not to mention, poor Andrew's had the shittest luck today.
That is also true.
I don't want to talk about it. I really don't.
Are we all alive?
Yes.
We're all alive.
I was 1 hit point away from being not alive.
Yeah, Mister. Let's go the assassin.
Hey, did we not kill him?
Yeah, after you got your ass handed to you.
Yeah, and we only got him because he stopped and took his turn to attack me.
True. I mean, you did almost kill him.
All right. But as you guys kind of continue forward, having resolved your long rest, and leaving La'Akir behind. As you guys continue on the road, we are back to travel encounters. However, this time, it's not random.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, there's one particular encounter.
As you guys continue traversing the roads, following the river down towards Filton, the mountains and the trees, the forests to your left, and the open plains and hills to your right. Continuing forwards towards Filton, eventually the roads kind of narrow along the actual pass itself. And Varus, glancing up at the moon, you realize that... Oh. Shit.
Uh-huh. So we've had at very least 2 more long rests since then, right?
Yes, you guys have.
Cool. Well, hit dice are finally all back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, if I notice there's a full fucking moon tonight, I immediately go, tie him up! It is a full moon tonight. Everybody be prepared.
All right. At the beginning of the night, as you guys all gather, you look at the moon rise in the distance, and then for a brief moment, you're like, oh, the full moon's really pretty. Oh, the full moon is really... Fuck. As the rest of you all get informed by Varus that you should probably tie up Darcy.
Well, I got rope.
Rope.
Anything at this point. They'll probably break through it, but still, a little bit of a buffer would be wonderful.
Where's my holy water?
Would that actually do anything?
Well,
Given that it's celestial, probably not.
maybe not. It's for the vampires, really.
Well,
Be prepared.
I know this looks bad, Darcy, but
But I kind of expected this was going to be happening, and I fully endorse you all taking the precautions that need to be taken. It's
You know what?
just
And that's fair enough. I'll give him another cigarette.
I already said I don't smoke. He didn't
Oh.
even accept the first one.
It was the same one. I just slowly slide it back in there.
No.
I'll get you one. I'll get you one day.
So, when do you reckon you want to be tied up?
As soon as we're stopping, probably.
So
Well, then I'm gonna stay as
No.
awake as I can, and if I fall asleep, then tie me up then, even if we're still moving.
shouldn't we just stop and prepare then?
I'll probably stop a couple hours early, yeah, before the moons come out.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this would work. Protection from evil and good.
If you want to try it, go ahead.
Yeah. Guides up my holy water somehow.
All right. So you guys kind of settle down, and as soon as you do, you tie up Darcy. Kind of try your best to make it comfortable, but make it impossible for him to get out. So I need someone to roll me a sleight of hand check with advantage.
I suppose that would probably be me.
Go for it.
I have proficiency in it too.
Ooh.
What's your modifier?
Probably not as good as yours, +4.
Yeah, mine's +7.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, another roll that is determined by me. Love these today. Yep,
Oh,
there it
man.
is. Fucking, I'm done. I'm done. I'm actually done.
The luck finally bounces back.
Oof.
Darcy just sort of looks down at at the knots. Not to question your talent, Varus, but I don't know if those are enough.
Oh, just try getting out right now. Can you get out?
Sure, let me try.
Give me a dex check.
A dex check?
Yep. Or acrobatics or athletics. Up to you. Yeah. With relative ease, the rest of you watch as Darcy kind of just like squeezes a little bit his hand through one of the loops, and boom, he's out.
I try to time up.
Sure.
I'd fucking walk away.
Do you have advantage or no?
Sure, because Darcy is allowing you to do so.
Okay, that's fine.
Darcy, you
18.
can try and get out again if you want.
Sure, let's test this.
Wow.
Oh,
With
Yeah,
a little bit
Darcy.
more trouble, though still not struggling, it takes him about
This-
2 minutes to get out of the ropes and bounds.
I was getting worried. He seems really good at this.
You know, I would have believed him if he told me he came from the circus.
What if we like tied him up to the back of the cart, and then we, like, using rope, set up a little contraption at the edge of the cart where if he, pulled too much on the rope to slip out, the rope would then trigger a shotgun that would just
Not to point out that one of the flaws in that idea, but do you have a shotgun?
maybe if I was born like 40 years in the future and still picked up these blades, maybe someone before me would have actually used one. But unfortunately, they're new inventions, so they're the only weapons that I can't actually use properly.
Does this happen when you like see the moon? What if we blindfold you? What the hell? Have you tried
I
it?
don't know.
Well, no, I feel like last time didn't it happen when he was asleep or something like that?
I mean, we don't really know because we didn't see him sleeping.
Yeah, I mean,
What
I
all
don't know
did
myself.
I actually do aside from attack you all?
Hmm. I mean, you're pretty out of it, and we were all in different rooms, so we didn't really see what happened.
No. The last time this happened was out on the road. And
Oh right, I was gone for that session.
yeah, you were gone for that session.
I was thinking of
Oh,
the BF4.
I didn't see exactly how it started, but when I awoke,
Whether or not how it started, I mean, what happened during?
well, you were using some pretty some powerful magic that I don't think any of us here are capable of using.
What kind of magic? It might help us come up with a way to avoid it.
There was one spell that I think separated us in various directions.
Okay.
And I can't recall too much aside from that. I mean, everything was chaotic, and I was mostly just trying to dodge what was coming at me and trying to get you to stop. So,
I mean, it had something to do with strings and needles, but I bet that was already obvious.
The problem is with the tying me up with just regular rope. I don't know if it would work. That because I saw a little bit of it. There was some moments of lucidity. The thing that was attached to my arm, there was just the massive strings. It would cut right through it, probably.
yeah, but
And
at least
if
while
there's
at least if you're tied up like this, we'll be able to know more
and if I could,
easier when it occurs.
if there was, if I was using strongest magic and seemingly forcing you all to, was it dragging or teleporting?
I believe it was more of a teleport, really. Sent people in all sorts of directions.
Then that's it. Then that's all for another reason that tying me up wouldn't work. I don't know.
Hmm.
Well, we can at least do what we can to watch. I will point out, we are going to be going to Umbra soon. If we wanted, we could. If we ever wanted to go down a little more south, might be people that might know more about whatever it is that is over you.
Can certainly ask around. Has to be someone.
Well, that's the thing. The people that might know are the people that I work for.
Oh, people you work
Whatever.
for.
Yes, whatever is watching over him and has him bound is not of this world. And that, as I've mentioned, is our specialty. I mean, it's the only thing I can really think to offer.
Considering how you react to some things, are we sure no one else in your order isn't going to just try to kill me?
That only occurs in some situations. But they wouldn't just want to kill you, obviously. Mostly be trying to get that thing out from you, or at least separated from you. I don't know what they could do. Usually, things, they have a physical form, we can just banish them. But whatever's attached to you seems like it's almost here, but also not here, if that makes any sense. Almost like you're a catalyst. That's just my thoughts.
That's charming to know.
Personally, I was never really um, all that great when it came to the whole magic aspect of this thing. But good news for you is that there's I may not be as good, but there's 16 others that it could be slightly better.
Hmm.
Right.
Well, 16 brains is better than 1.
Actually, 17 brains. I'm still in that equation.
Aha, sure you are.
I just slowly look at them.
Okay, well, I'll still try and clamp down on your reactions. I'll try and use an old spell I know that might keep your keep it at bay for a little bit, but I don't know if it'll really drive it away for the night.
All right. Anything you think will help.
All right. What are you doing?
So, as preparing, I'll make sure try and wait to cast protection from evil and good on him, like when I start to see that the moon is coming up.
Okay. As the moon came out,
You cast a spell on Darcy, and he immediately bursts into flames.
he dies immediately. No, I'm kidding.
He dies.
If you want to, how long does it last?
10 minutes. But I have extended spell, which doubles it to 20.
There you go.
Okay.
Well,
How many
it's 20
spell
minutes.
slots do you have?
It's not about spell slots. It's about the fact that it consumes holy water, which I only have 2 of.
Are you gonna cast it twice?
I will cast it
Well,
at least once and see what happens.
Does it consume a gold piece amount of holy water?
I'll show you the spell.
I mean,
Holy water or
As long
powdered
as it's
silver
not-
and iron, which the spell consumes.
If you guys got powdered,
but if it's not
no,
monetary, you don't need it, right?
No.
Isn't that how
For
it
this, in this case, because it says the spell does consume it, you would need it.
Yeah, he needs it every cast.
That's unfortunate.
But you
yeah,
can make your own holy water.
yeah. I think you need silver powder for holy water.
Yeah, you need money for that one.
Yep.
So like, if I had the raw materials, could use it for the spell even. But you guys have any powdered silver?
Ah, darn! I left them in my other pants.
Nope.
I have silver on me, if you can powder it.
Yes. Let me just pick up my grindstone. But yeah, it's possible if you had a blacksmith's toolkit.
It would be.
That
And
no one
you
has.
say-
Unfortunately, I don't think any of us do.
As you say that, behind you, Artemis just turns his sword into like a giant hammer and is like raising it up over the silver.
You would not be able to powder it like that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You could break it.
I mean, I don't know if silver is softer than some stones. Could use stones if anyone knew anything about stones. If you had a dwarf, damn it.
Though racist is technically true.
Okay, I guess we can't make silver powder. Okay, I can do this for 40 minutes.
You're gonna cast it twice?
If I okay, I'll cast it once and see what happens. Like nothing's happening.
All right. As the sun disappears over the horizon, Darcy is currently tied up. You're standing over him, and you see the moons begin to rise. You cast protection from good and evil upon him, and you feel it take hold. And Darcy, you also feel it kind of envelop your body. Strange warmth. But you lay there. Nothing really seems to change for the 20 minutes as you guys make, kind of conversations. It doesn't seem to have done anything, but at the end of it, as it fades, Darcy, nothing changes really. The warmth does disappear though.
I don't know when it happened, but I was still awake for a while before I actually did anything. So, whenever it does anything, it probably doesn't happen immediately.
This is hard to use on you. Maybe I'll wait
Maybe-
until it starts to take possession, and then I'll use it again.
If I had to guess, since it always happens like on the full moon, maybe it's when the moon reaches its apex.
Okay. I'll try keep a eye out on the moon then.
Well, if you want to go to, or at least do your trance there, Vaerun, I can watch them whenever we actually get into sleeping hours. I can stay up all night and watch them, and then if anything seems out of the ordinary, I can jostle you awake, and you can just hit them with it.
Okay. Come up as soon as anything changes.
All right. But you guys begin to settle down for the night. The sky's already dark. The moon and the stars moving over the skies above you. It gets darker and darker, and eventually your first watch passes. Artemis, give me a perception roll during your watch, though.
Jake, should I just roll a Constitution check for Darcy to stay awake?
Yes. During your watch, Artemis, you kind of glance over at Darcy every once in a while. The skies are dark. You can see him kind of like blinking to try and stay awake, but you can see his eyes begin to droop lower and lower until eventually they close and he seems to fall asleep. And from there, you're kind of watching him like a hawk, but nothing seems to happen. As Darcy.
You know what I can't wait for? When on a full moon, somebody decides to attack us.
That'd
And
be awesome.
seeing how that shit goes.
Another assassin.
Actually, just a free for all. There are no sides.
I would just run. And
Battle Royale.
No, but then the circle gets smaller.
Throw a cloud of poison in a circle around us.
Oh no. Kill everyone. Mutually assured destruction. But, Darcy, as your eyes and your kind of will to stay awake fade, and you fall into a slumber, immediately around you, you can feel something shift, something change. As you kind of blink your eyes open, you realize you're not lying on your back with ropes tying your entire body anymore. No, rather you're sitting on a bench. Glancing around, you see the same walls that you had seen previously, the cobblestones on the ground, and glancing around and looking around more, you can see on the back of your right hand 2 strings kind of holding it there, disappearing into the air above. It's an
Doing this again, huh? The least you could do is give me answers.
As you say answers, you can hear it kind of echo in the fogs. The swirling mist all around you seems to echo your words back. Answers, answers, answers. Not quite in your own voice, but not quite different. Do you want to do anything?
Darcy knows that if he just goes wandering around, nothing's going to change. And he'll just come face to face with the woman again.
So he sits there. Give me a perception check. The area is around. It's quiet. I needed a wisdom saving throw from Darcy with disadvantage.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Alright, starting again.
Disadvantage.
Okay, that did. Yeah, I know. For whatever reason, doesn't. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
Okay.
Not that the 14 would have done anything for me anyway.
No, but the 4 is just unfortunate.
Artemis, as you're kind of like death glaring at Darcy as he's completely asleep, you see him turn left in his sleep or away from you as he's very much still asleep, but he's rolled over slightly so you can't see his front.
Okay.
And as you do for a brief
I'll
moment...
kind of like,
Oh, go ahead.
seeing that he kind of begins to shift around a bit, I'll kind of reach over and just like tap Vaerun.
Mm-hmm. Vaerun, you wake up with no issues.
Oh, yeah, yeah. How's the time? Okay.
He's moving.
I cast it.
You're casting protection from good and evil?
Yeah.
Alright. As you touch him, it doesn't work. The spell doesn't take.
Shit.
And I need you and I need Artemis to both give me wisdom saving throws. (24) Artemis makes it.
Where's my wisdom? Here it is.
11. You do not. Artemis.
Oh yeah, for the
Oh, go
for
ahead.
the spell, like, wouldn't it still work on him? And it just he wouldn't be able to.
No,
Like, it doesn't keep it away. Like
because
it
he's not a
would
willing
still-
creature.
Oh shit.
You love. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it
Son
isn't.
of a bitch.
I did not read that part.
By the way, that wisdom save, is that against like a charm effect or anything? Just in case Vaerun has
yes.
advantage.
It is a charm effect, Vaerun.
Oh, huh.
You would have advantage on
Oh.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Oh,
it.
Hey, I tried.
yeah, it's okay.
Man, our luck today has been
Oh.
fucking awful.
Oh, no.
Oh, Lord.
Artemis just sighs and is like, "All right, Vaerun, go wake up the others." Vaerun?
Alright. In that brief moment, you glance towards Vaerun, and you see his eyes have kind of blanketed out. And in that brief moment, you see what appears as a set of strings almost attaching to a multitude of his limbs, kind of pulling him up and into while the actual source of the strings disappears into etherealness, he glances over at you, and Vaerun, I need you to make a melee attack against Artemis.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a 20. That's a 21 to hit. Artemis, you take 6 points of slashing damage as Vaerun almost impossibly quickly draws his longsword and just makes a slash towards your chest.
Can we roll for hearing now?
Yes, all of you can.
I am wearing
Oh,
armor,
lovely.
so there would be a decisive ding.
Hey Jake, I can't remember how I altered
minus
like all
5.
of my little stats for things.
Don't worry,
Last time?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I mean, 13, or for basing it off of passive, 17. So, whichever one you want.
I will say that the 10 was the DC. Varus, you are awake. Lyra, Vestelle,
Yeah.
you are not.
I wake up, I hear smack on metal. Can I wake up the other two real quick?
Yes, you can.
I absolutely do.
Let's put you guys on the map.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Man, if this combat goes about as good as last one, we're fucked.
if I'm the first one to claim a PC character death,
I'm gonna put you guys on the same map because why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're clearly lucky on this map.
I'll
We just
drop
went back to
Vestelle
things.
here.
I'm just going to put myself over here because I imagine this tree would work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Which means
then,
Artemis and Vaerun are like over here.
Yeah, Artemis
Yeah,
would
I'll
probably
say
be
that.
like right beside you. Vaerun is also right beside you. But yeah, Varus, you kind of immediately wake up, and as you turn towards Vestelle and Lyra to go wake them, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
I'm sure. Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting. Of course, Jake. No problem. Hey, what?
That is a failure.
What?
Cool. Great.
Hmm.
Of course it is.
Okay.
I remember the spell DC at least.
It might have changed.
Oh no.
Well, it might have changed because of certain factors of which do I want to tell you? Nah, you don't need to know.
Of course.
I need all of you to roll me initiative, please.
Mhm. So I don't wake them up.
No, you don't.
Cool. Lovely.
I love how I'm routinely getting a higher initiative than the man who has a plus 10.
Well, yeah, but the man who has a plus 10 rolls like absolute fucking garbage. So
At the very top of the round, Darcy, you glance around within your dream, and you can see something on the edge of the bench, on the other side of the bench, what appears to be the small doll. It just sits there, right beside you. No movement. What do you do?
Is it actually you there, or are you just taunting me?
It says nothing and it does nothing.
I'm gonna give Darcy a little frustration check.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't throw the doll yet. Why couldn't I have rolled that earlier?
You glance towards it and you just kind of shake your head in disapproval. That is your turn. Artemis, you glance and you see that Vaerun's eyes are kind of clouded over, and from his fingertips, a variety of strings kind of dance and disappear into the air.
I'll kind of like reach my blade out. Do the strings seem like to be actually there, more just like mystical, I guess?
They seem ethereal. You can't touch them.
Gotcha. Alright, I will just... I'll start out by kind of like shouting out wildly for the other two, like Vestelle, Lyra. Things are kicking off. To at least get their attention, hopefully.
I will say that Vestelle and Lyra both wake up from that.
Oh, what is oh, it's happening
What do we
again,
do
isn't
again?
it?
And then, see, what is Darcy doing during this?
You see him currently still on his side. His eyes are closed. Nothing's happening. He seems no different than he was a few minutes ago.
Gotcha. Alright, then yeah, I will kind of step forward a bit, and I will go ahead and use an action to try and bonk Vaerun to get him to snap out of this.
Go for it.
Non-lethally, I should mention. Not that I would hope this doesn't just reduce him to 0, but, you know, nonetheless. Yeah.
I believe that misses, right, Vaerun?
Probably.
Yeah, but I'm wearing armor. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you would be wearing armor because you would know something like this would be happening tonight.
Yeah, like I was preparing for a fight. Like I was not expecting a good sleep.
And then
Entrance.
I'll try and bonk Darcy whilst he's on the ground.
Go for it.
Would this be at advantage or anything like that?
That hits. Darcy, you take the
Yep.
full damage,
I figured.
but I also need you to roll me 8d10. And Artemis, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Oh
Okay,
my
let's-
lord! What?
Oh boy.
Artemis, dexterity saving throw, please.
Why is that a big die roll?
It's actually
D10.
relatively average.
Andy?
That's about average roll, really.
And oh, there it goes.
16. Ooh. Is that a success? It is not. You take 38 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I'm just unconscious.
What?
As you swing towards Darcy, you make the hit. As you slap him upside the head, you can see, like, he takes the hit, and you see a small trickle of blood on the side of his head before that trickle of blood almost explodes outwards in this ball of force that strikes you in the chest as a mass of strings overwhelms your entire body and slams you onto the ground. That is unfortunately the end of your turn. Varus, I need you to make a melee attack against your nearest ally.
Just Vestelle.
Lovely. Sorry about this.
Neither Vestelle nor Lyra are prone. They are both standing.
Oh, they are.
Actually,
Even though they
no,
were woken
sorry.
up last turn.
Artemis just woke them up, right? Never mind. They would both be prone.
This is gonna suck. Because I know because it's one of our allies, I'm going to crit. I already know it because it's gonna happen. And if it doesn't, I'll be ecstatic. Alright, cool. Shift, yep. Oh, thank
16.
God.
Does that hit you, Vestelle?
No. Oh wait, yes.
Oh,
Yes, it
well.
does.
Yeah, because you probably
But
weren't wearing your
not a-
armor.
Well, I think even with it, it's just 15.
There's no crit, but you do take... there's also no sneak attack, but you do take the piercing.
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
Yeah, there is.
I have
Right,
advantage.
you have advantage. So you do take the sneak attack, so you take 13 points of piercing damage. My bad.
This is going a different flavor of bad from last time.
Do I have to make a different wisdom save now?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Cool. Oh, wow, I succeed that one.
Yeah, you do.
That's great.
As your eyes uncloud from you, Vestelle, you glance up at Varus. He runs towards you, swings his sword straight at you, and you hear this rapier just make collision with your skin and bone, and you're going, ow! As you look up at him, you see these strings that had appeared all over his entire body, almost seemingly controlling his actions, and his eyes slightly clouded over before he almost seems to shake himself awake, and his eyes return to a certain clarity before he kind of draws his rapier back and goes, oh shit. And you see that.
And then his eyes turn red. Son of a bitch!
And then his eyes turn red as the strings each snap individually in his hand.
Fucking hell.
I need you to
So
use your
upset.
reaction to attack Vestelle.
Sorry about this.
She's still pro too.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
So did
How do
you.
I?
God.
Oh, I guess I could roll it from here. Where are we at? There we are.
Good lord.
That's a 19. I believe that also hits. Vestelle, you
That
take
does
yeah.
hit.
you take six more points of piercing damage.
Ugh, hell, man.
Sorry.
I haven't even gotten up off the ground yet.
This is your first time. This is your first bit of. You're experiencing the combat that we had earlier.
Yeah, pretty much. Cool. Yeah, I guess my eyes go back, and that's my turn.
Your eyes just cycled through like 3 different
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah, they did.
Do I see like the strings attached to Varus anymore?
No. You see that they had snapped at the end of his turn.
Okay.
But at the beginning of your turn, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, why can't I? Wait, how do I?
A group of
Click.
people who are not good at wisdom saves.
Click wisdom,
So-
and then it'll give you check or save.
Yes.
Why is
I'd
it
argue that
asking
the
me
only
to,
one.
It's a wisdom
if
saving
you-
throw.
It's asking me to configure it.
What?
You click the gear.
Oh,
Yeah, and then-
click the name. So just the name, wisdom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As a
A
series
team of people
of strings
who are terrible at wisdom
appear
saves.
on your body.
Am I gonna
and
get
your
attacked again?
eyes Cloud
Yeah.
over
Yeah, you are.
as you go towards Vestelle.
Oh my
I'm still on
god.
the ground.
Oh my god.
As you stand up and you move towards Vestelle.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
She had just enough movement too.
So,
Make an attack. You have advantage.
do I attack her with my fists?
No, with your weapon. With a 24.
Lord.
Vestelle, you take 12 points of slashing damage, and at the end of your turn, Lyra, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
At least she wasn't raging.
I assume, I assume my slasher thing also applies.
Yep.
Yes.
Lovely.
Good lord.
At the end of your turn. That is the end of your turn. Vestelle, I need
How
you to
doing,
give me a
Vestelle?
wisdom saving
Oh my
throw.
god.
Dear God. Oh no.
As the
Oh
same
my
strings pop up upon you, and you swing towards Varus as you stand up.
God. Payback. I love it.
Just with any weapon.
Yep, any weapon that you have. Probably your glaive, though. 16.
Misses.
That misses. Varus, you dodge the attack as you see the same strings appear upon Vestelle, and her eyes cloud over ever so slightly.
Am I the only one not controlled right now?
Currently,
I mean, Artemis isn't controlled.
Artemis
Cool.
is unconscious.
Yeah.
And probably dying.
Yep.
Lovely.
Vestelle, that is the end of your turn. I need you to give me another wisdom saving throw.
Andy, again, if I'm the one that kills you, I'm
You
sorry.
do succeed. as the strings snap and your vision returns to your own body. Vaerun,
Hey,
the
I
only
know, like punch.
the only enemy you see around here is Varus, honestly.
Oh, okay. I guess I will
Fair.
hit Varus.
He is not within range, is he?
I'm not within range.
So
He's a feet away.
so
Oh, right. Yeah.
technically, you could do whatever you want then.
Right.
Whoa.
This is just. Okay, I know what this is.
Like, I can use spells and stuff on
Yeah,
it.
you could do whatever you want. No. As in, like, you are in control of yourself for that brief moment.
Oh, okay. I'm
You
like,
could stabilize Artemis. You could shoot Lyra.
Yeah, you would be here. You could shoot Lyra if you wanted to, but you're yourself.
Wait, hold up. I hate to say this. Does it have to be a conscious ally?
For what?
Enemy? For the
Oh.
control thing?
Oh,
telling me to
Lord.
finish
right.
out Artemis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Darcy.
Okay.
Okay,
Why me?
Yeah, Vaerun, you're going for Artemis.
okay.
Oh my god.
I have advantage, I guess, on smacking
It's
your
an
ass.
automatic crit.
Do you have a heroic inspiration?
Oh, well,
I hero.
that's 2 failed saves.
Oh no.
Artemis, you suffer 2 failed saves. But Vaerun, I need you to give me another wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn with advantage.
Oh, okay.
You succeed. As you glance down, you realize, oh shit.
Oh no, Artemis.
But that is the end of your turn. Darcy.
Oh,
You sit
man.
there
Ugh.
beside the doll, and you see it beginning to bleed. This blood that seems to be trickling out of the actual doll itself pools on the bench that you're sitting on, and it begins to pool on the ground just below you. And in the reflection of that pool, you see Artemis's face.
Why are you showing me this?
As strings descend from above and slowly dip into the pool, and for some reason they connect with the reflection, and you see they slowly start tugging upwards.
As I'm seeing this, Darcy is going to just actively start ripping at the strings.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Why? Always wisdom.
As you attempt to grab the strings and pull them, you see the pooling blood, this set of strings that pull upwards ever so much. You attempt to fight it to the best of your abilities, and okay.
That's why you ask.
Your force of will takes over, and your first swipe misses, and you're refusing to let this thing take Artemis, whatever it is trying to do, whatever it is attempting. You swipe, and this time you make sure your hands are solid. You make sure it catches that string, and you bring it down. You break them. Artemis, you lose one of your failed death saves.
Oh.
But that is the end of your turn, Darcy.
Yeah.
Artemis, I need you to give me a death saving throw.
Oh, God.
All right, that is the end of your turn. Varus.
Remembering from last time, knocking him out worked, right?
Seemingly.
Cool. I'm gonna
Problem
fucking
is, I'm already unconscious.
yeah, but the body isn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action steady aim
Mm-hmm.
and fucking shoot him.
Darcy is up prone, so you have disadvantage, but because you're steady
Oh,
aiming,
he's
you have
prone?
advantage. Yeah, he's prone.
Oh.
He's unconscious on the ground.
He's laying down.
I see.
And by all accounts, is sleeping.
Cool.
Mhm.
Well, if he's prone, I'll just bonus action dash
Mhm.
up to here and stab him instead.
Go for it. Are you going for a lethal stab or a non-lethal stab?
I'm doing the same thing as last time. I'm just trying to knock him out.
Okay, so flat of the blade. Bam.
Yeah.
Okay, you deal 20 points of damage, and Darcy, you take 20 points of damage.
Yes.
Are you still up?
I have one.
Okay, Varus, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Lyra.
Jake, the thing.
What thing?
The thing that happened to Artemis.
Oh, no, it doesn't happen this time.
Oh, okay. Lucky you, Andrew.
Cool.
Am I still under the control?
You are. I need you to make an attack against Vestelle.
You should be okay.
14.
Yes.
I believe that
Let's
misses.
go.
Not hit.
You swing, and Vestelle manages to duck out of the way.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. That is a success. As your great axe kind of comes around, you bring it back into your grasp, ready to swing it again. The strings snap, and your vision comes back to you, and you're okay. As you look at Vestelle, oh shit!
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
You see the same strings and clouded eyes on her.
I
believe.
No, I think I.
Did you
Didn't
say?
I-
No, Vestelle made this move.
Oh, never mind then.
Nope, made it on the first turn.
You
after.
see Vestelle looking hurt back at you. As
I'm
that
used
is
to it with this party now.
the end of Lyra's turn. It is now Vestelle's turn.
Just keep attacking each other.
It's a theme.
Oh.
If you go there, you can hit Darcy.
Can I though?
You've reached.
Is that 10 feet though?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to be here.
This would be
okay.
10 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then. Albert. Not trying to kill him or mortally wound his body.
Yep, that's a down Darcy. That's 0 health.
All right, that is down Darcy. Nothing seems to change. Vestelle, that is your action?
Yep.
Is that your turn?
I guess so. Yeah. Is he like just on the ground? Is he tied down or is he just laying there?
Darcy is completely unconscious on the ground. His arms are bound, and he is currently bleeding out.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
not if
that's
he's
it.
non-lethal. It's not lethal. He's just stabilized.
Oh, were you hitting him
Kind of.
non-lethally? Then yeah, he's okay. He's gonna have like a real bad headache in the morning.
That's it.
All right, Vaerun.
I will heal this guy.
Artemis.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Doesn't work.
All right.
Oh,
Artemis.
sorry for a sec.
You're back with 9. As a lot of heavy breathing later, you see Vaerun standing over you with a bit of healing in his hands. But Vaerun, that's your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Currently, as far as you're aware, there's no one threatening you guys.
I'll use my action to use medicine check on Darcy to make sure he's not too hurt.
Oh, that wasn't your action. Healing word is bonus action. Yes, certainly you can. Give me a moment. From the best that you can tell, Darcy is stable, though he seems to be struggling, and you're not sure why.
Okay.
All right. Darcy, at the beginning of your turn, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Is this the same one as last time? Because I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, then you automatically fail.
Yes.
Okay.
No, you had advantage, right?
It doesn't matter.
The advantage was to whatever I was doing in the
Oh.
dream. The
Yeah,
wisdom
right,
save
that
was
was-
for
never mind.
something else,
Yeah, it was
which
something
Right.
I believe I asked the last time this happened, and I was told no.
Yep. Yeah. At the beginning of your turn, that happens, and as you kind of glance around, and in the dream, you just feel this heavy, throbbing headache come on. As your entire body goes limp, your mind is still awake, but you fall to the ground. You slam your face into it. You feel all the pain that comes to it, but you can't move your body. Nothing moves as you see this pool of blood kind of expanding, getting larger as it gets closer and closer to your face. Is there anything that you want to try and do?
Hmm. Darcy's mostly just going to try to, at the very least, roll so that so that he's not going to be like face first in this.
Okay.
Because so long as he's on his back, he can flow without suffocating.
Give me an
in
athletics
case it
check.
starts pulling around. Ah, great. Fuck.
Unfortunately, as you try and move your body, you feel bits of it moving. You have control of one hand for a brief moment before you feel control over your neck. You turn your face slightly. No matter how hard you struggle, it doesn't seem capable of you moving. As this pool of blood kind of touches your nose in that brief moment, you feel an electric shock. I need Artemis, Vaerun, Varus, and Vestelle to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
I'll have to be right here. Oh man.
Oh boy. Oh.
I accidentally did a private. It's 22.
Yep, all good, all good. All right, the four of you, all of you fail except for Artemis. All of you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Too bad.
Vestelle, you are flung 30 feet back here. Varus, you are flung 30 feet here. Vaerun, you are flung 30 feet here. And Artemis, you are not flung. But Darcy almost seems to explode with some sort of force as he falls back down onto the ground. You see that there's like 2 trails of blood on either side of his face, as his eyes almost seems to be bleeding. But other than that, nothing seems to happen.
I'll kind of crawl over to him
Mm-hmm.
and just put a hand on his shoulder and then give him kind of wipe some of the blood off of him and then throw in lay on hands.
Okay. How much are you giving him?
I'll just give him 1 to kind of stabilize him because Artemis didn't know that he was stable. He was
Mm-hmm.
out, so.
All right. In that brief moment, as you kind of give the 1 HP back to Darcy, for some reason he doesn't come to. He doesn't wake up. He doesn't... That's very strange. He just continues to lie there.
I got the 1 health back.
You do.
Cool. So long as I have hit points, I'm alive.
Well, if he didn't wake up, I'm gonna take my 1 hit point back and make an attack. No.
You motherfucker, you have 4 more.
But as you're kind of glancing towards him, you're trying to determine what's going on. Darcy, in your dream, you feel all of this blood kind of rush over your entire body. And eventually your consciousness fades. Or your consciousness within the dream. You're not entirely sure. But that seems to be it. All right.
Whew. That was a close one.
I don't think I'll ever get used to this.
At the very least, this one seemed easier than last time.
Maybe we can find a more permanent solution, or at least instead of fighting every time, maybe we can find a magic item or a ward or a magic circle we can use. Anything.
That's why I suggested that once we're done in Umber, we head down to the castle a little south from it.
I think that'd probably be the best. We just
I
have to
agree.
come up with a good enough reason for not killing him immediately.
All right. Who's taking
Well,
the watches?
I mean, I'll start taking some now that this is finished, just to keep an eye on him, just in case.
Go f-
As will I.
All right. Varus.
I'll take
Go ahead.
like the last early morning watch.
Sure. Varus, Artemis, give me a perception check.
Sure. Abysmal.
Oh, I never turned that thing off.
Oh,
There
good.
you go. Oh, that was in that 20, by the way, on the perception check.
Ah, good
For
to know.
whoever is doing stats.
Boom. There you go. Varus, you're tired. Everything hurts, and you're just not
I mean,
too in it.
I didn't get hurt that bad, actually. I only took the 3 points of damage.
The blast. You're right. But just it feels strange. But
My pride has been wounded for the past few days.
sure, we can go with that. As you're glancing out, you're not paying too much attention, but Artemis, you are. You kind of walk over to Darcy, and in that brief moment glancing down at him, I don't remember, Darcy, were you the only one who ever saw the strings on your hand, or did someone else also see them before?
I saw them, I think.
Was that on his first transformation, or was that some other time?
It would have been the first time. When he was over by the tree, kind of like with it by himself, and I was quietly watching him. I think I saw him.
Yeah, that was because of the transformation.
Yeah.
Okay. But Artemis, you kind of walk over to Darcy and you're kind of just trying to make sure he's okay. And he is alive, though okay might be a little bit of a stretch. As you glance down at him, you could see one of his nostrils is also bleeding blood.
I'll get like a piece of cloth or something and just wipe it up.
Mm-hmm. But that is the end of your watch. Who's taking second watch?
I would, but I'd like to get the full rest.
You would get his full rest even with a watch.
Okay. I'll do it then.
All right, Vestelle, roll me a perception check. 6. As Artemis kind of wakes you up for your watch, you sit up and you try and pay attention to your surroundings, but the searing pain from Varus, or Varus and Lyra's attacks is just aching too much, and you kind of drift in and out of consciousness before third watch comes up, and seemingly with no issues. Who's taking third watch?
I will.
All right.
I think this is the last one.
No, fourth one is the last one. Because they were doing all that stuff before the watches really started. So, Vaerun, give me a perception check. Okay. Nothing really comes to mind. The area around is quiet. The woods are as they were. The trail, no one seems to be traveling this late at night. And it makes sense. But to you, everything seems fine. But we shift around. Last watch. Lyra, it's your turn.
Vaerun's also awake. No, we're not.
Vaerun is also awake, though he is not paying as much attention as he was on his 2-hour watch.
Yeah, he was on his phone.
Lyra, you're trying to pay attention, but you see Vaerun kind of wandering about the camp. You get distracted, but the sun comes up, and honestly, nothing too much happens in the time in between. As glancing about, everything is quiet. All of you get the benefits of a long rest, except for Darcy.
I have to make a save.
Yes, sir. You should probably switch it back to public role.
Oh yeah, no, I did. I swapped it back to private for that,
Ah, okay. Oh, whoops.
which I'm fine. So.
All good. Wasn't a nat 20 or a nat 1, so all good. But yeah. As all of you kind of wake up and stir, some of you aching in places, and strangely not feeling great. Glancing over at Darcy, he is completely unresponsive. He's breathing, but there's blood coming out of his nose and leaking out of both of his eyes. Even after having been cleaned up.
I don't suppose there's anything that we can do for him right now, is there?
He just needs to rest.
Not unless you can jump in between whatever the fuck his connection is, I imagine.
Darcy, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Joyous day. I'm so fantastic at these. Do I have advantage on these ones?
No.
Figured.
But the rest of you do see Darcy wake up. What's going on?
Oh, you're awake.
Oh, what happened?
We had to knock you out again, obviously.
Yeah, it happened again.
Before Darcy passes out. And Darcy, you wake up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm actually awake.
Mm-hmm. After about
Okay,
30
cool.
seconds, the rest of you watch as Darcy gets up again.
Cool, because I was about to say our pings are enacting the red flag parade that was going on.
Yeah, but they're only at like 100 this time.
Yeah, like
what the hell?
100's fine.
Jake's is at 3,
Well,
and it's red.
it's my computer.
I know, but it's at red.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, everything is right.
Some weird shit going on. It's all fine. It's all fine.
Is everyone okay? All things considered.
That would be better.
Close one for Artemis, but everyone else did okay.
I think I knew that.
I'm going to be entirely honest. This one was easier than the last time.
Makes
You were
sense.
more prepared.
More prepared, and there was one less full moon.
So it was easier because of that, huh?
That's my guess. I wouldn't know.
Lovely.
And here I thought we were just getting better at handling this.
Maybe a bit about.
Whatever this thing wants. If Artemis was close to death, then I think it was trying to take him.
It would have. It wouldn't have gotten too far, to be fair.
What do you mean by take him?
I was having a dream, and I was sitting on a bench, surrounded by brick walls on a cobblestone path. Normally I'd get up and walk around, but I figured that it would have just ended the same way it always did. Me running into it. But this time I just sat and the doll found me. It was sitting there and then it started bleeding. The blood, and in the blood I saw a reflection, a projection of Artemis's face. Strings started coming down, reaching through the blood to Artemis. I did my best to stop them and rip them away, and I think I managed something.
Quite possible, since I am still kicking. So,
Huh.
thank you for that.
That's actually some good news.
Yeah, I guess you do have some control. Seems like
Not much.
It's a start.
good time.
But at this point, Darcy, you've been untied, and as you're kind of flexing your hands a little bit, you notice that there are many more strings attached to your hand. 3 on your right, and 6 on your left. And that is where we'll call the session.
Well then.
Interesting.
It's 3 total on your right, not 3 new ones.
Gotcha. So I've got a total of 9 strings so far.
Yep.